Hi there everybody, Milk Knight here, and welcome to the next part of Akiba's beat. In the last part we ended up defeating that delusion, and we've made the 24-hour clock go over. It's not like you'll ever play this. I don't blame you. I have to play it so you don't have to. I was just saying, the arena's really good for EXP grinding. Excuse me. We're like near level 60-ish now, so... Can't touch it until you're 100% done with Final Fantasy or Tales of. Right, without further ado, let's actually start up and make our way to the main area, which is just over there. So this is where we're going to be. There's a lot of people here, and the delusion looks like it's in front of us here. Flowers. So, a garden-themed delusion, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's what we're going to be dealing with. What would happen if you was to kill the deluser, but spawn the delusion? I'm assuming it would just end, right? Because, like, if they can't dream anymore, well, they wouldn't be able to dream if they're dead. Unless there's some weird, like, pseudo explanation that gets around that, but I doubt it. I don't think they've thought that far ahead.
Look at the building! Those delusions look as strong as ever.
Not that you'd know it looking at all the people gathering around. Nobody seems too disturbed about all this.
And that's a delusion, all right.
What the hell is the DAB trying to do here?
They've never shown themselves in public before, have they?
Yeah, their existence is something of a national secret.
So why a press conference? Why now?
Could there be some sort of connection between this delusion and the ones that revived themselves?
Looks like it's starting.
This is a special announcement from the Delusory Administration Bureau.
Kurosaki? Why? How?
You may be confused right now, and we understand that. Allow me to begin with the basics. At this time, Akiba has been chosen to be a delusion sanctuary.
Would they just respawn?
It's been true of every era, from prehistory to modern day.
Well, actually, we've had that answered.
Delusions lurked beneath every great event.
I'll mention it in a minute.
But people got lazy and began taking a few too many shortcuts. Spilling gallons of blood before even taking the time to dry their teary eyes. So it became necessary to put an end to history as we knew it. And in order to begin writing a new history, even in the face of humiliation for my ideals, I chased them to the ends of the earth. That is my delusion. And you may tell me my delusion is a bit much if you'd like. But I will believe in it until my dying day.
Save my progress after we've just started the stream. But to answer your question, we've technically had that question answered. The guy that did the technology stuff, and he kept killing himself because his family, he couldn't see his family anymore, if you remember. Because it was implied that, like, when Akemi and the others were chasing him down, that they had a few unsuccessful attempts. So essentially he was just dying, I guess, over and over again. And I'm assuming, depending on what they did, would, like, maybe alter it slightly. So if you just apply that same logic with someone just killing someone else, it would probably just be the same deal. Whereas, you know, the guy was, like, well, committing suicide, but, you know, that's... I guess it wouldn't be as different from there, if that makes sense. But yeah, technically we've kind of had that sort of answered with the dude that had his business on the brink.
As a delusion sanctuary, our duty will be preserving and protecting delusions both in Akiba and across the world. Delusions are a privilege granted to all living beings and serve as a guidepost to the realization of inimitable ideals. That said, they are a precious resource, and by protecting them, we hope to serve as a foundation for global development.
What the hell does preserving delusions mean? That's what I'd like to know.
Well, a sanctuary is usually
Why?
preserved.
How? Kurosaki should be... He's...
Seems our director's not somebody who dies so easily.
If you've been disquieted by the appearance of an hour after midnight, by all means, come and talk to us in person. And please, do not panic. We at the Delusory Administration Bureau want nothing more than to keep you safe.
And we all know that typical trope of when, like, a governing body says do not panic, citizens usually fucking panic.
We will look after not just your personal safety,
So GG.
but the peace of the world at large. A world in which delusions can be realized will be a world of ideals, where war is a thing of the past. Do you not wish to see this world for yourselves? Then join us and embrace a future where neither tears nor blood will ever have to be spilled again. The invitation extends to every last one of you on the streets of Akihabara, as you have been chosen by delusion.
We're chosen beings? For real? Oh, that's super jiggy.
No, it's not true.
Why have things turned out like this?
But this is no longer the Akihabara you know. It has been reborn thanks to the efforts of a solitary group. That's right. They transformed a day that kept repeating into a day that will never end. Every single one of them wished for this. Wished with all they had.
Is he talking about us? That can't be right.
And now, I introduce you to the man behind this delusion. The man who's truly taken up the mantle, so to speak. Though I do believe you all already know him. I speak, of course, of the Pink Cape delusion contractor, Cannon.
Allow me to guide you to a wonderful delusion, sweeter even than your wildest dreams.
Take heart, everyone. We at the Delusory Administration Bureau have recruited the ultimate authority on delusion.
Cannon! How?
I think I'm starting to get it. The one we saw Kasuga kill was a decoy. A fake.
Do you think Cannon made the double?
The Delusory Administration Bureau thanks you for your attention to our special announcement. But before we go, let's give the wonderful people responsible for this spectacle another hand, shall we?
They've been playing us this whole time.
We've been had.
They tricked us!
Damn it!
So, from a time loop to a never-ending day, huh?
That's why Cannon lured us in back there.
He was trying to make us dream up a delusion where this day never ended.
And I fell for it. I just kept thinking, I wish things could stay like this forever.
Definitely
and
a
Cannon
five-head
contracted it out into a fully fledged delusion.
And all because I hesitated.
Don't act like you're the only one who wanted that, Tachibana. You're not that special a snowflake.
That's right. I thought the same thing. I didn't want to forget, so I didn't want the day to end.
Who has no thumbs and thought the same thing? This guy.
Me too.
And I felt the same way, of course.
I guess you could say I did too.
I didn't.
Honestly, I was fine either way.
Warms my heart, really.
But why? Why would the pink-caped freak contract out a delusion to make the day go on forever?
Maybe he wanted to be immortal?
I think the little lady's right. It had to have been a form of self-preservation. He just wanted to exist forever.
So maybe he's not an avatar after all.
It was probably instinctual. He doesn't know any other way to live.
So we're stuck in a day that never ends? How is that different from a time loop day?
A time-looped day is just the same day repeating itself over and over again.
Okay, and a day that never ends?
I don't know.
Huh?
Well, I do know one thing, or I might. This is very fresh intel, so I haven't yet been able to corroborate it. Supposedly, we're completely trapped here in Akiba.
Why?
Akihabara is the only part of the world stuck in this particular day, which means that we cannot leave this time bubble we're a part of, which cuts us off from the outside world.
So they've literally done the whole Simpsons movie thing with the bubble, pretty much, sort of.
Probably because this is our delusion.
And since we all met here in Akiba, our delusion is limited to this one day in this one spot.
Which means the town is in a dangerous state. The reason and logic of the outside world no longer apply here.
So, it's less of a delusion sanctuary and more of a delusion biosphere.
I'm sure the DAB loves calling it a sanctuary. It's more of a preserve, though, if you think about it.
The semantics aren't important. What happens if things go on like this?
1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day. The time difference between here and the real world will keep slipping. And the farther removed we become, the less stable things will get. There's no telling what might happen.
That doesn't sound good.
Then we need to nullify this delusion as soon as humanly possible.
That's not going to be easy, though. The pink-caped weirdo is going to be anticipating that.
But if we can destroy the delusion of the never-ending day, then all the other delusions will fall, right?
Well, I see some knowledge does manage to penetrate the incredible thickness of your skull. Impressive.
Oh, shut up.
It's not just the delusion we have to destroy, though.
This will be the end. For real.
Yeah. We have to completely wipe out the day we spent together.
Shucks.
Suppose we do, don't we?
And here we all thought we were prepared.
Doesn't bug me.
Hey, Ragey.
I'll get to stop babysitting you punks and we'll be freed from all these damn delusions. Finally get to live my life.
Ray, if ever there were a time to be honest with yourself, it would be now.
You ever know me to say anything that isn't true?
You needn't pretend to have your life together around me. I can see right through that. Just be the child you are. You must realize, no? That even if the endless day is destroyed, that alone won't free you from the delusions.
What do you mean?
I'm referring to the reason our memories still exist, even after our delusions are nullified. A phenomenon of which Asahi stands as living proof.
I do?
You dreamed up the repeating day, did you not? Yet you haven't lost a single memory. despite the fact that your delusion was very definitely shattered. That's because you were and are still a deluser.
Because there's another delusion now.
I knew you were a smart one. Yes, another delusion was born. Just before the delusion of the repeating date was nullified, the delusion of the never-ending day came into existence. When one delusion was taken down, another was waiting in the wings.
So what you're saying is...
We're all...
There is no limit to the number of delusions one can be a part of. That is what's happening here.
The infinite potential of delusions.
Like alternate
So
realities.
I have other delusions in me too?
I can't decide how you should all deal with this. Will you face your other delusions? Or will you avert your eyes? Will you live in a world of changing daily events? Or in an endless world where nothing changes?
We don't have the time to weigh our options like that.
Ah, but you must. At times like this in particular, it is imperative that you make the time to worry. But... it's getting late, isn't it? So, if only for a night, or whatever the equivalent is now, I'd suggest you worry well.
What do we want to do?
That's the spirit. Worry now while you're young. It gets much harder with age, if only for the wrinkles.
Worry to your heart's content. That's literally what it says.
You haven't gone home yet either, huh?
I've been considering that this might be our final encounter, and just wanted to come here for some reason.
Yeah.
Hey, Asahi? Even if our memories of spending time with everyone disappear, do you think you'll still find me?
I thought finding people was your job.
No, not for this one. You're the one who found me, not the other way around. Or maybe I should say that you found the other me. The one I could never bring myself to tell anyone about. Which is why I want you to find me again. If today does wind up being the end, I don't know if I can make it on my own. I was only able to be honest about myself because you were there for me. It was a pretty embarrassing time for me, but thank you.
Hey, what are you saying all of a sudden?
Come on, don't get all blushy and make this weird. I'm thanking you, so just accept it. You're gonna make me blush too.
Sorry.
But I guess that's the one thing about you that hasn't changed in this whole ordeal, isn't it?
Yeah. For everything I've learned and all the character growth I've gone through, I'm still just a NEET.
Well, as a savior of Akihabara, I'd say you're a pretty rare breed.
Well, I wouldn't be doing any of that if I hadn't met you, Saki. So, thanks.
Huh? No, that's not...
Come on, you're turning red now.
You can't be so cavalier about saying such embarrassing stuff.
He's thanking you, just accept it, right?
Pink-kun?
Don't tell me you forgot he was here. Sheesh. I stay quiet for a bit and you get lost in each other's eyes.
That's not true, dingus.
Now you're stealing my lines? There we go, Saki. I like seeing you laugh at Asahi way more than seeing you blush over something.
Pink-kun.
But I wanted to say the same thing.
Hold on, what were we talking about again?
We were thanking each other, dingus lord. Sheesh.
I knew that. I was just messing with you.
I refuse to believe the lies of a NEET.
Okay, simmer down now. No need to get fussy. Go right ahead.
Go ahead and what?
Huh? You just said you wanted to say thank you. Go ahead. I'm all ears.
I don't have to thank you for jack. I want to thank Saki.
Seriously?
Yeah, I know. That's how I feel right now at this event.
A proper thank you has been a long time coming. Thank you for finding me, for one thing.
No, I should be thanking you for finding me. Even when I wasn't there for you.
Dingus
You
Lord.
still kept waiting for me and believing in me, didn't you?
Of course I did. After all, I'm a familiar with a storied and honorable history bound to your family line. Like I keep saying.
Thank you, Pinkun. But what prompted this all of a sudden?
Well, I saw the two of you getting all mushy and I decided I wanted in. Besides, I also kind of felt like I had to say something, you know?
I do.
Since you're hanging around, I guess there's something I want to say to you too, Asahi.
Could you have phrased that in a way that made me sound any more like an afterthought?
Well, you are, so...
Yeah, what is it?
Thank you for believing in Saki.
Huh?
It's just an incidental bit of extra thanks, remember? I don't want to make a big deal out of it or anything.
I mean, I won't, but why even bring it up in the first place?
You believed in something pretty out there. It was a reality that sounded a lot like delusion, but you believed it.
It's not like I didn't have my doubts.
That's not it, though. You also believed in Saki the whole time she was gone, and that made me really happy.
Yeah, no duh I believed in her.
Yeah?
I mean, we're friends.
Asahi.
I want to thank you too, Pinkun.
Yeah, you better thank me.
I want to thank you for... Wait. Now that I think about it, you didn't really do anything, did you?
Come on, I'm the cute mascot character. Just having me around is more than enough. I lift your stupid spirits.
I guess you do. I mean it too. Having you around really does make things a lot better, so thank you.
There we go.
What do you say we head home now?
I'm tired.
Have a good night, Asahi.
Saki?
What is it?
Have you
Yeah, I
decided
know,
what
right?
you want to do?
Yeah.
Pukes.
And this is just a what if. Just saying. But if all our memories together were to get wiped out, would you come find me again?
It's almost as
For
bad
real?
as friendship is magic.
Yeah. It's just a what if. But if it happens, I promise you I will. I will find you.
Then I'll promise you too. I'll try to find you again. That's the tomorrow I'm going to strive for.
That was a bit hard to sit through, not gonna lie. We've got more to do as well. I'm guessing we're gonna have like some sort of mushy event with each and every one of our team members. At least we got Saki's out of the way with, because Pinkun's doubled with her, so I'm sure the rest won't be as bad as that, surely. Do Mizuki next. Mizuki should be better.
I figured I'd find you here.
Hi, Asahi. Hey, do you remember? When we were little, we used to always make up secret bases to play around in.
Of course I remember. We'd bring our most precious treasures into them so we could protect them with our lives.
Oh, so we're calling those treasures now?
What do you mean?
Well, it seemed like all you ever brought were dirty magazines.
Yeah,
really?
that's true.
Wait, you seriously forgot about that?
Dirty
No,
magazines.
I just didn't exactly want to remember that part, I guess.
Well, once this is all over, neither of us is gonna remember a whole lot. Even if we try, we'll forget it all.
Mizuki.
We did it
Everything about
anyway,
this long,
yeah,
looping
pretty
day that I
much.
got to spend with you and your friends, and everything about Boss, Akari, and Aoi.
Does that mean you're not planning on...
No, not at all. Don't worry. Boss and the twins wouldn't want me to let them stand in the way of the truth. Personally, I'm proud of my delusion. The freedom fighters wanted to protect Akihabara, and that's exactly what they did. And they did it well. Or so I'd like to think anyway.
They did.
That's true.
But there's one thing I can't quite accept.
What's that?
When Boss said the freedom fighters were disbanded, I can't accept that. Because even right this very minute, I'm performing my duties as the sub-boss of the Akihabara freedom fighters.
It weren't too bad. Bit of a kind of a callback. Even if the freedom fighters in this game are complete, not exactly what they once were. Wish we had an event with this dude. We never really got a full explanation of this guy, funnily enough. He was just a guy that existed in the Tuny delusion, and now he just sort of hangs around here. Also, I was kind of secretly hoping he became a party member. I mean, with an axe that huge, come on, man.
What's a geek like you doing in a place like this?
Tachibana? What the hell? Don't sneak up on me like that.
I wasn't sneaking. Why so jumpy? Wait, you weren't just thinking lewd thoughts or anything, were you?
No.
If you say so. I was just thinking, this all feels so video gamey, right? You see it all the time. The night before the final battle, one of the heroes goes off by himself and gets lost in thought for a while.
Leave me alone.
All right, whatever you say. We'll just assume that your lewd thoughts weren't directed at anyone I know.
This really is like something out of a game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, nullifying delusions and chasing down mysteries.
There's even a mysterious evil organization. And we've acquired weird-ass special powers that we use in battle.
Yeah, it's exceedingly game-like, come to think of it.
I was really hoping they didn't do that, but they went and did it anyway.
Even this conversation we're having right now feels like an RPG trope.
Right now?
You feel it too, don't you? It's like we're just a few scenes from the ending. Wonder how many games I've got that I've given up on right before the ending.
I totally get what you're saying.
And I finally understand.
I know, that's how I feel.
All those games.
Like,
Didn't
why?
want them to end.
What did that do?
Keep on adventuring
like,
forever.
what did that add to this event? We didn't need it. They just added it for the sake of it. It's like they're trying to purposely piss off the player at this point now. I mean, yeah, the RPG tropes and the little meta stuff. Yeah, it was cute, and then they had to do the dev drop, and it was just, ugh. That's the one thing I can say about the first two Akiba games. They didn't they weren't obnoxious about it. Like it was very tongue in cheek, and you could kind of laugh with it. In this game, it feels like it's laughing at you as well as like punching you in the face with less subtlety. Yamato's getting benched. He's been benched since the last act, to be fair.
I'd rather do that than save the world.
You mean?
But this is a story we have to end. I'm no player this time. I'm one of the heroes of this story. Well, a party member at least.
Yamato.
But why? Why is it that even if I do save the world, nobody's gonna remember it?
So what? Even if nobody remembers we still saved the world, we can honestly tell people that too.
Not if we don't remember doing it. How can we gloat if we don't even remember what we did?
I think you know the answer to that. Just keep the Chuny spirit alive in your heart.
Hey, you steppin'?
No, I'm not stepping, you dweeb. What I'm saying is, it's always been our destiny to save the world. That's just the role we've been given.
Huh?
In all the stories you've encountered, how many people have wound up saving the world?
A lot.
And after they did, how many were even accepted into the worlds they saved?
I see your point.
All the protagonists we've fallen in love with over the years have met with fates just like ours, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they did. They're always saving the world without anybody knowing about it.
See? And weren't they much more awesome for having done it that way?
I swear, if this game does the whole subverted trope thing, I'll be so annoyed.
Ha! No need to get rhetorical. We both know the answer to that.
It's going to subvert your expectations.
I'll just have to join them. I'll save the world, then disappear into the annals of history. A nameless hero, existing only in legend.
You know, it's really funny. The moment he said that, I just instantly thought of FF10, really. Where, like, Tidus just disappears. Kinda. Yeah, he's definitely getting benched. The moment we have, like, all the team members, we're not putting Yamato in there. I haven't really used him much anyway. Like, I used him a few times. Mainly when Mizuki was not selectable, because Mizuki is really good. That, like, distance and healing combo that he does, and Asahi's always, you know, the up-close character anyway, so it's a perfect mix. If I had to say what Mizuki was, he sort of reminds me of a blue mage class, kind of, I suppose. Right, let's see what Mippity's doing, or Ryu. Which one's the cringiest one so far, though? Has Yamato's event been pretty cringy, or would you still say it belongs to Saki's event with Pinkun? I mean, they were both equally terrible just now, but, like, I think I found Pinkun's one a little bit more unbearable in every way.
What's up, Mippity?
I see you're still stuck in Akihabara too.
Wait, don't tell me you can't get home.
My place is just next to Akiba, which means it's just barely included in the bubble. So I'm okay, I think. Though I guess that's not really that okay, is it?
Yeah, that seems pretty not okay to me.
But for the moment I am okay, I think. Or part of me is anyway.
Is that why you're here? To kind of make yourself more okay?
This is where it all started for me. I had so many people cheering me on, even if it was just a delusion. And once that delusion ended, I had to go back to being an ordinary girl. Nobody's cheering for me anymore. Not in real life. And when I think about that, I get really scared.
Do you want someone to cheer for you then?
Huh?
Or do you want to be the one cheering? I remember what you said on the stage. Every word. Ryu Momose, age 14. Signing on.
I like collecting pink accessories, and I hate bugs.
And what's your dream for the future?
To become a top idol.
And what do you want from the people living here?
To make them smile, and to cheer them on.
See?
You're right. I need to start cheering for these people.
And I'll cheer for you while you do.
Huh?
Even if anything and everything turns out to be a delusion. Even if I forget all about the events of this day, I'll cheer for you, Mippity.
Thank you very much. But why is it that even though your words make me so happy, my heart hurts so much?
Are you alright?
It's just such a wonderful feeling to have people cheering for you. I want everyone to know what that feels like. So I'm going to become a top idol and cheer for every single person living in Akihabara no matter what. And I'm going to make them all smile.
That's the way. And I know you can make that happen, Mippity. In fact, I can even guarantee it.
I got a guarantee from a NEET.
It's just as good as any.
But thank you very much. You've made me feel a lot better.
Looks like you got your answer.
I'm going to cheer for the world. So Asahi, I want you to cheer for me.
Okay, that weren't too bad. I didn't cringe too much from that one, to be fair. Mizuki and Mippity have had the best two events so far out of all this. Yamato and Saki just piss off, really, considering. Like, cringe beyond belief. Right, whose event is this? Is it Ray's? Yeah.
Hey.
Well, if it isn't Asahi, what's up? Checking out the nightlife?
No, not exactly. How about you, Reiji? Are you on your way home or something?
Does it look like I'm going home?
Not particularly.
Let me ask you something. What does this delusion look like to you?
I'm not exactly sure. Some kind of digital something or other?
Well, yeah, that's pretty much accurate, I guess. Even I couldn't figure it out at first. But when my delusion formed, the stores around here started doing really well.
What do you mean?
I realized it once my delusion was destroyed. I was living in a digital world.
How did you pull that off?
I saw everything in zeros and ones. It makes sense that the delusion I spawned made the whole world that way.
That is very... you.
Well, I mean, the background of the entire dungeon was zeros and ones, so...
It's cynical is what it is. If this digitization spreads, it'll make everything binary. But if we destroy the delusion of the eternal day, all the other delusions will go with it. Nothing left at all. Just zeros. No ones. And in the end, We humans are the ones responsible for making that final call. The answer I've been seeking is right at hand, and yet...
You're afraid of what'll happen when you reach that answer, aren't you?
Yeah, that's exactly it. The answer I wanted wasn't a 0 or a 1, it was something more ambiguous. So I've been turning my eyes away from the answer right under my nose. Not like me, is it?
But that is the real you, isn't it?
I don't want to admit it if it is.
That's a bad habit a lot of adults have, isn't it? Seeking out an answer only when that answer is convenient, I mean.
It may well be.
Personally, I wouldn't say I'm particularly smart, and I used to absolutely hate tests when I was little, but no matter how poorly I did on them, I never worried about it.
And why's that?
Well, because whether I got a 0 or a 1, I still failed, right?
I wouldn't say you're particularly smart either.
Well,
Roasted.
I am a NEET after all. How smart can I be? But you're the real idiot here.
Am I now?
You need to just find your answer, no matter what it might be. You're a kid who never quite learned how to grow up, aren't you?
Guilty as charged. I couldn't have put it better. I've grown up in years, but not in my heart. I'm still just a snot-nosed little brat.
And there you have it. A perfect 0-point answer. Take pride in it and face the truth.
Your stupidity may have just saved me, kid. Guess I never had to worry about the answer in the first place.
Katomi's last, isn't she? Let's hope hers is a good one too. Ray Razor weren't too bad. I'm more indifferent to that event, really. Right, here we go, Katomi. Is it going to be cringe or is it going to be great?
Hey, not heading home?
No. I just figured I'd cool myself in this breeze a little.
You're lamenting the idea that you'll lose this place, aren't you?
Of course. This is the first place I've ever truly belonged.
But you can't bring yourself to go inside.
I was about to, before I was rudely interrupted.
No, you weren't. You don't have to lie to me.
I'm not.
Will she
Go
finally
on
get
in.
that cat to development?
Now I've changed my mind.
She's had some pretty okay moments. I mean, I hated her at first when we first met her. But she's kind of worked well, I guess, amongst the cast. I don't find her as insufferable as we first met with her, to be honest. I suppose you could say she's kind of grown on me in some particular way.
I don't buy that.
Oh?
It's not your mind that's changed. It's you.
Oh, don't give me that pithy crap.
Well, if you won't hear it, then I don't want you getting within a 1-meter radius of me.
What?
I haven't heard you give anyone any radii for a while now.
Because nobody ever takes it seriously when I do.
Exactly.
Okay. You've clearly had something to say to me since you got here. So out with it. Now!
I just said it. I've noticed a real change in you since we first met.
I haven't changed a bit.
Then in that case, I imagine you've already decided what you want to do.
Of course. I intend to reduce Canon to little bits of pink cape floating in the wind. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, maybe you haven't changed.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
But once the delusion is gone, you're going to forget all about our time together.
So what? I'll be relieved to finally forget all you losers.
You won't feel lonely? All right then. See you around. Don't catch cold now.
I will feel lonely. How could I not? Don't push your luck. Just let me be me until the end, okay?
I'm still here, Ko.
Wow. That was actually pretty
Well,
cool.
that's enough RPG-style encouragement for one day. I'd better get home and get some rest.
And then they have to ruin it with that little meta jab at the end. Just to remind the player that they're playing an RPG. I actually liked Katomi's event, that was pretty alright.
There's no place like home. Thanks, guys. I feel like I can actually do this now.
I'll try to find you again. That's the tomorrow I'm going to strive for.
I'm going to cheer for the world. So, Asahi, I want you to cheer for me.
I'll save the world, then disappear into the annals of history. A nameless hero, existing only in legend.
Don't push your luck. Just let me be me until the end, okay?
Guess I never had to worry about the answer in the first place.
Even right this very minute, I'm performing my duties as the sub-boss of the Akiba Freedom Fighters.
All right. I know what I have to do.
Head to the usual spot. Oh, I know where they mean. Violet Eden. It's kind of our little headquarters, really, at this point. Alright, so it's going down.
Good morning. Wait, huh?
Yo, you're late.
We were just about ready to leave without you.
Why do we even bother setting a schedule at this point?
This is why it sucks to have to rely on a NEET.
Did you at least wash your face before you left your apartment?
We've been waiting for you.
You ready for what's in store?
You're the last to arrive, Asahi.
You guys...
Have you all decided what to do?
I'm going to find everyone again.
I'm going to cheer for the world.
I'm gonna become a hero.
I'm going to tear that freak a new one.
I'm going to get my answer.
I'm gonna fulfill my sworn duty.
And I'm going to... tell you all later.
Are you kidding me?
That's a very Asahi thing to say.
Yeah, it really is.
The hurdles are all set up in front of us.
If anyone dares to get nervous now, they'll have to deal with me.
I'm actually kind of excited about this.
Me too. And you can count on me to see it through.
You all look so determined. So, let me tell you this not as an information dealer, but as a friend. Last night at UBX, during the broadcast, a new Delusionscape entrance appeared. This is the final delusion, I believe. The one to end all delusions.
Thank you very much, Akemi.
It's nothing, really. You've all got my heart pounding harder than it has in quite a while. So, go. All of you. Go to your destinies.
Let's do this.
I look forward to the day we meet again.
Time lording. Examining Asahi's bed, you can adjust the time of day arbitrarily as required by the plot, because time is, as they say, a little more than a construct. So we can time hop, I guess. That might be for events we've missed or something. Speaking of events, we've got a couple of them to do. We've got to head to the Eternal Delusionscape, which will be in UBX, so I have to keep that in mind. Is there any events in Eden first, though?
feel like something's about to happen.
I'm
Come
glad
on,
I checked.
let's see what.
Don't think I need this one anymore. Oh, but this one just has to stay.
What are you doing?
Oh, well, if it isn't Asahi. I'm just doing a little spring cleaning, if you must know.
Spring cleaning, huh? Looks like it's just a bunch of letters, though.
My, how astute. Yes, they are as they appear to be. It's just a sheaf of love letters.
Love letters?
No, there's no need to blush. I'm sure you've written your fair share of sweet missives yourself, Saki.
Don't believe her if she says otherwise.
But I haven't.
I'll bet your diary's full of sappy love confessions to everyone under the sun.
What?
Come now, Ray Ray, be nice. You shouldn't tease such an innocent young maiden as her.
You really going to throw all these away, though, Akemi? I mean, hell, this one's from a best-selling author.
Wait, what?
Oh ho! Has your interest been piqued?
Only because his writing sucks, I'm sure. If he ever wants to graduate from bad fan fiction, he'll need a mentor.
I'll walk my own path, thanks.
Now see what you've done? You scared Yamato away.
Hey, Akemi, isn't this person a really famous producer?
My, that one certainly brings back memories. That particular admirer pulled quite a few favors for me in his time.
So, you used to be an idol? Wow.
You totally phrased that to give her the wrong idea, didn't you? What have I told you about teasing children?
You all sure seem to be having fun.
I guess. You want in?
As if. Who'd want to hang out with you? You can all talk amongst yourselves till you grow old and die, for all I care. Just make it snappy, okay? I'll be waiting outside.
So, talk forever, but hurry it up. Got it.
Looks like everyone's having a good time in here.
Or so it would seem from your perspective.
Are you not having a good time then?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
So, I'm the only one seeing it that way? How can that be? I'm sorry, Asahi. I thought I knew everyone better than this. I gotta go.
Mizuki.exe has stopped working.
Mizuki? Akemi? Not cool. Please don't mess with Mizuki like that. He's very sensitive.
I'm terribly sorry. He's just so easy to rattle.
They just make you want to pinch all their cheeks, don't they?
Back when you were their age, Ray Ray, I'm certain your cheeks were just as pinchable.
I'm not the one on trial here.
How long ago were those days? Those halcyon days when you drink just a little too much and bawl your eyes out.
And off he goes.
Shouldn't you go after them, Asahi? They may just leave you behind.
It's fine. I mean, these are my friends we're talking about. But on the other hand, these are my friends we're talking about. I'd better go just to be sure.
Perfect. Time now for a little beauty rest.
Hey! You guys left me behind!
Oh, brilliant.
Hey, a clothing store! Wonder if they have anything in my size.
Oh, other side of the map. I thought it was on the exact same side.
There's about to be an event of some kind. I can feel...
I can't seem to find find him anywhere.
Something wrong?
Oh, Asahi!
What's up? You looking for somebody?
Yes. Before the never-ending day ends, I was thinking I'd like to try to put on my live show.
And your agent's okay with it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll be an issue.
That's true. He's just going to forget all of this happened anyway once the day finally ends.
That's why I want to do this now, before people forget. Because if I do it after they forget, it'll be too late. So I've been looking around, because I wanted to personally hand over a flyer.
Oh, did we miss part of the town or something?
No, just one specific person. Somebody who I think deserves to receive a flyer directly from me.
Goggles.
And who would that be?
You know, that guy.
You're going to have to be more specific.
The one who's been a supporter of mine from the very start. Megane.
Oh, Goggles. Yeah, I think he'll be really happy to get a flyer from you.
I'm sure he will be.
Mippity?
Say, Asahi, will you help me find him?
You bet. I've got a gentleman's agreement to make good on after all.
Headed into the Delusionscape? I'll, keep watch outside. Yeah. Headed into the Delusionscape? I'll, keep watch outside. Yeah.
No sign of him.
I really had a good feeling about this spot, too. Seems like the perfect place. Any other ideas where he might be?
Maybe he only ever existed in my heart.
Mippity?
It's gonna become unerasable. That's true.
Save point. You'd better use it in case the power goes out. A Delusionscape. We gonna go in?
Can't seem to find him anywhere.
It's not like we're out of places to look, though it does seem a little odd that we haven't run into him yet.
I really want to see him. I'd be so happy if I could.
And you have absolutely no idea where he might be?
Well, now that you mention it,
You got something?
maybe. I'm not sure, but just maybe.
You taking a save break? Be careful you don't overwrite the wrong file.
The side streets seem to be goggle-free.
Yeah, I haven't
Goggle
seen him yet.
free.
I wonder what kind of person old Goggles really is. There must be more to him than meets the eye.
For idols, people like him are an absolute necessity. You'd be lost without them.
You would?
Oh, Station Plaza. So the event shade of yellow tends to blend in with that other icon sometimes.
Headed into the Delusionscape? I'll, keep watch outside. Yeah. A Delusionscape!
No dice here either, huh?
Do you think maybe I can't see him anymore?
I mean, this is Goggles we're talking about. He's gotta be in Akiba somewhere.
If he's anywhere at all.
What do you mean?
Well...
is this guy?
Maybe he's not an Akihabara anymore.
Akihabara is in a sealed loop right now, though, so he has to be. And besides, we haven't searched everywhere, so the fact that we can't find him doesn't necessarily mean... Wait, that's it! He must have seen it! Your idol event from before. Remember? He noticed there was something unusual about it, which means...
He must be in my delusionscape. Come on, Asahi, we have to hurry.
I'm thirsty. Can we stop for a sec and buy stuff? A delusionscape. We gonna go in? A save point. You'd better use it in case the power goes out.
Not putting up with that throughout the entire dungeon area.
It's an enemy. What should we do? 3 enemies. I'm so
Come
sorry
and
I
get
didn't see
me!
them
You're like,
coming.
wait, not so fast! This!
It does, doesn't it?
Hot!
There's still a long road ahead.
I feel like they could have maybe implemented the sub-events better somehow.
2 opponents. Let's win this.
No problem. You're like, that was
That one, Asahi. That was really cool.
Wait, yeah.
There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? It's an enemy. What should we do? It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? If you're headed through the door, please...
Yeah, that's true. Which is like gonna be pointless because the whole day will reset. Well, it won't now because it's never ending, isn't it? But
It's an enemy.
in the end, it's gonna be pointless when things go back to normal.
I'll blow you away!
Win,
You're like,
can't
this!
we?
That was each other!
Wow, Asahi, you got 2. That's really good. There's an enemy. 3 of them. And this was completely by
Come and get
surprise.
hot! That was not so fast!
Wow,
That was
Asahi, you
you
got
like this!
2. That's really good. There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past.
I'd like to have seen the maid cafes utilised in some way as well in this game. I don't feel like they were very well utilised in this.
What should we do?
Unlike Akiba 1 and 2, where you can actually go to the cafes and order stuff or play games and whatnot. And they could have been themed based on each like maid in this game.
It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. It's an enemy. What should we do? If you're headed through the door, please...
So much backtracking through this like dungeon
There's
just
an
for this
enemy
event.
here. Maybe we can sneak past.
We're gonna get all the way there, give
an
him the
enemy. What should
invitation,
we do?
and then we'll
A
be back
save
on the
point.
street again, I guess.
Remember to save...
I'm very surprised if we have to fight anything. Oh, here he is.
He really is here.
Mippity?
Yo, Goggles, this is not a good place for you to be. You're in danger here.
I noticed.
But before we get you out of here, Mippity, did you want to give him a flyer?
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
No.
Mippity?
Megane? Would you please take one of these for me?
What's this?
My first step towards becoming the idol from Akihabara I've always wanted to be.
Wanted to be?
You really didn't get it, Asahi, did you?
What do you mean?
I'm not actually an idol. I want to be more than anything. But right now, I'm just a regular girl.
You're not an idol? But then why... Wait, no. Are you saying...
Megane, because you were here for me, I was able to live out my dream of becoming an idol.
Because I was here for you?
So, my theory was correct.
A grand phantasm.
Without fans, an idol is nothing. She can't even rightfully call herself an idol. But I have fans. Or at least one fan. So it makes sense you'd have misunderstood the situation all this time.
This is all just too much to process.
Megane, you were my delusion, aren't you?
I'm a delusion?
What's going on, Mippity?
We nullified the idol delusion, but my fan, the one called Megane, continued to exist. So I met the criteria. I had fans, which made me an idol. Or made it so I could play idol for a while.
That's...
This really is the life I've always wanted for myself. But what kind of idol has no one who goes to see her? No one who worships her. I had that, though. I had Megane.
So that's it, then. That's who I am. No one was selling Mippity goods. And there wasn't a single person who'd ever even heard of her before me.
It's all my fault. All my doing.
It's a story as old as time itself.
Goggles?
I knew there was something strange about this world, but I never thought that the strange thing would be me. But there's one thing I want to know. What does it mean for me to be a delusion? What's going to happen to me?
You'll...
As long as a delusion exists, the deluser will forever remain in the space between delusion and reality. But then, if that delusion is dispelled, everything about it will cease to exist. Or to have ever existed. Including you. That's the long and short of it anyway. And the specifics as they apply to you two are really up to you two.
Asahi.
So you're saying the only way for Mippity to return to her reality is for me to be snuffed out?
I can't believe that.
I can. I want to believe. And I want you to let me believe.
But why?
Well, it makes for a really touching ending to this NPC subplot, don't you think? And I can go out as Mippity's #1 fan. Provably, incontrovertibly #1. So Mippity, please erase me. Erase this false existence from your world. And when you meet your future fans, give them an extra wide smile. For me.
No, I can't.
And to try to remember, even if it's just a fleeting sensation, that you're loved. Remember that I existed. Your #1 fan. Megane Taro, Mippity. I believe in you.
Megane!
What are you going to do, Mippity?
My heart hurts so much. I should have known that even now, even with what's at stake, he'd have my back. That's exactly why. I have to show him what that support means to me.
Are you sure you can go through with it?
I have to. I have to nullify this delusion. I'm going to show him my gratitude with all of my strength. Only one enemy? Maybe even someone like me could
blow
win
you
this.
away! Hot, you like this? Not so fast. It's over! Hot, not so fast. Eat this! You like this? Yeah!
Excellent!
Great!
The
You like hot, you like ta!
Find your mark!
Hot,
It's literally just the same boss fight with more health.
check this out! Yeah, gotcha! You like this? Hot!
To the sky!
To the ground! Hot, not so fast!
Could have palette swapped it or something.
Gotcha!
Here we go! Much better!
Like this?
Crush
you so die! Check this out! Gotcha! Hot! Eat this! Hot! Vein press! You like this?
Honey red!
It's over! Hot! Hot!
Find your mark!
Gotcha!
Here we go!
Witness my true strength!
Remember too!
You like hot?
Here we go!
You like this?
Take this! Slow it! So lit!
You like this? Fancy foot. Look what I can do.
Yamato, the enemy seems to be responding.
You're out.
Release your delusion. Now's your chance. Here we go.
Blow him away.
Let's try to help you too. Here we go. Here we go.
Gotcha. Eat this. Gotcha. Fancy foot. Uppercut. Look what I can do. Fancy foot. Eat
Find
this.
your mark.
Hot.
Here we go.
You're out.
Brandish. Now for my true form.
I'm okay.
Round A. Run him
Here
through.
we go. Here we go.
Run him through. Go to hell. Run him through. Check this up.
Too slow. Suck your way.
Shit.
Take this. Here we go. Take this.
Let's end this.
You like this?
You like that?
Take this.
You like this? It's over. Eat this.
Here we go.
Let's end this. Gotcha.
Hot this. Your gauge is full. Feeling like gauge your magic
Just
mode.
try and stop me.
Thanks. Here we go. Here we go.
You like around we go.
Yamato. Here we go. Baseline.
You like not so fast. Not so fast. Hot. You like hot. That's it. Like this. Check this out. Hot. It's over.
Here we go. Here we go. Can you imagine? Honey,
Brandish. Too slow.
Now for my true form.
Not so fast. Hot. Eat this. Look what I can do.
Suck your weight. The enemy is
true strength.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hot. Gotcha. Vanishing blow.
Here we go.
This. You're out.
Take this. Accelerate.
Not so fast.
Embrace ice healing.
Thank you. Not so fast. You.
You're better than a massive anytime. Alright. Let her rip.
Check this out.
Gotcha. Here we go.
Look what I can do. Let's end this. Look what I can do. Gotcha. Not so fast.
Find your mark.
Flip.
Yamato, the enemy
Take
seems to be
this.
resistant to that.
Hot. Not so fast. Hot. It's over.
Here we go.
Not so fast.
Alright.
You like this? Go to hell. Gotcha. Eat this.
Take this. No chance.
Check this out. Hot. You like this? It's over. Gotcha. Hot. Gotcha. Run through. Hot. Eat this.
Alright. Here. Suck. Take this. The enemy is resistant
Let's
to
end this.
that.
Let's get smashed.
I'm alive. Party member.
Not so fast.
Let me help. No, you
Smash
don't.
suit. You like this?
Hot.
It's over. Sneak raid. Eat this. Gotcha.
Find your mark.
Move. Cross.
Let her rip.
Gotcha.
Here we go.
Gangway. Not so
You're
fast.
good
Eat
at
this.
imagine mode.
You like this?
Can you imagine? Remember,
Go to hell.
Now for my true form.
Here we go.
Not so fast. You. Eat this.
Find your mark.
Hot. You like this? You're out.
The enemy
Hot.
is
You
resistant.
like this? Go to hell. It's over. Gotcha. Eat this.
Brandish.
You like this? You like this? Hot. Check this out.
Take this.
Hot. Not so
Gotcha.
fast. You like this?
Here we go.
Eat this.
Take this.
Didn't hurt a bit.
Find your mark.
Hot. Not so fast. Gotcha. Not so fast. You like this? Hot. Too slow. Brandish.
The
Move.
enemy seems to be resistant to that. Alright. Take this. Here we go.
Eat this. Gotcha. Eat this. Gotcha. Run them through.
Get stuck.
Assault this out.
Oh, right.
Hot. Let's end this. Run them through.
Here we go.
Run them through. Gotcha.
Shine on.
You like this? This. Hot.
The store.
Not so fast. It's over.
Try to help you too.
Eat this.
You like this? Suck your weight.
Gangway.
Find your mark.
Hot. Not so
Your
fast.
gauge is full.
You're out. Eat this.
Gauge your magic mode.
Gotcha. Book this up.
Alright.
Just for my true stop me.
To a ledge.
You like this? Not so fast.
Front flip.
You like
Here
this?
we go.
Hot.
No chance.
Hot.
The store, guys. Let's do
Great. Not so
this.
fast. Gotcha. Crush you. Hot.
Here we go.
Not
Take
so
this.
fast. You like this? Hot. Front.
You're good for imagine mode.
Hot. It's
Two.
over.
Want me to help?
Assault
Here we go.
them through. Check this out. Eat
Here we go.
this. Look what I can do. Fancy foot.
The store.
Look what I can do.
Embrace it.
Thanks.
The enemy
Look
seems
what
to
I
be
can do.
resistant to
You
that.
like this?
Take this! Here we go!
Hot! You like this? Hot! That's it! Not so far away! Like this?
Damn thinking here itself.
You're good to go.
Run them through! Not so fast!
Take this!
It's over!
Yeah!
You like hot? Brandish! Now for my true form.
The power of the Lord.
You like this? Not so fast!
To the side!
Let's end this!
Here we go!
Triple pistol!
To a ledge! Right down!
You like
Here
this?
we go!
You're out! Too slow! Run them through! You like this? Hot! Not so fast! Cross it! Hot! You're out! Down! Hot! Not so fast!
Here we go! Take this!
Run them through! Triple pistol! Hot!
Try to help you too.
You like this? Not so fast! Hot! Run them through! Triple pistol! Run them through! Run them
Still a
through!
long road ahead.
Thank you!
Holy XP though.
My meter's filled to burst!
Level up! Yay!
I'm seriously scared.
And that's the end of the idle grand phantasm.
Yeah.
Huh? So, why am I still...
You've got a little spare time. You'll still be able to stick around until this endless day finally ends.
Oh, wow. That's wonderful.
Just be sure you don't leave here with any regrets, Goggles. Take what little time you have left to...
What are you talking about?
Huh? Well, you just said it was wonderful to be back. So I figured...
I mean, what kind of regrets would I have?
Huh?
I was just worried that because I didn't disappear, maybe I wasn't Mippity's #1 fan after all.
So you actually wanted to disappear?
No, but I wanted to go out the way I came in. I was born as Mippity's #1 fan, and I'll die that way.
Thank you, Pagane. Even if I forget you, some piece of me will never let you go. My very first fan, Pagane Taro. But right now, we have to go. We have a quest to finish.
You can do it, Mippity. I'll be behind you forever and ever and ever. Every step of the way.
Of course I gotta, like... I'm using the escape key, screw that. Like I'm traipsing all the way back. Lol. No wonder escape keys exist.
Are you headed into the Delusionscape? I'll come with you. Look, it's a PP Bard shop.
Speaking of PPs. Jeez, that's pricey, but it's gotta be done. Mainly for the stats.
I'm a little scared to be entering a battle arena. Are you headed into the Delusionscape? I'll come with you. There's going to be an event any moment now. I can feel it.
Well, isn't this a slap of nostalgia?
Why's that?
We're right outside the Foz map on Main Street. Ring any bells? Perhaps one chiming 2 o'clock?
Oh, right.
I waited here for you in vain for God knows how many days before I became aware of the delusions.
Which brings up a question that's been nagging at me. When did that even happen exactly?
I'm pretty sure it was right around when you guys nullified Ryu's delusion. I actually watched you from here. You, Saki, and Ryu together.
Wait, are you saying...
Yeah, I think my delusion started because you were ignoring me and having a grand old time with your crew.
Sorry about that.
Water under the bridge. Besides, if it weren't for that, I never would have met the Freedom Fighters. So in a way, I guess you could say that was the moment that the Akiba Freedom Fighters were born. Them and... Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call.
Who could that be?
Unknown number. Hello, Mizuki speaking. Yes, Hazuki Aihara is my sister. Yes, that's right. Really? Thank you for letting me know. Right. Thank you.
Something happened to Hazuki?
My sister had a fall. They've rushed her back to the hospital.
What? Is she alright?
Maybe she just wants us to indulge her some more. Maybe she's feeling a little left out.
What are you saying?
Sahi, could you come with me? There's somewhere I'd like to go.
A save point! Remember to save often in games like this.
Obviously going through the base again, aren't we?
Why are we here? Shouldn't we be going to the hospital?
It's fine. She's probably sleeping right now anyway.
Be that as it may, I still don't know what we're doing here. Wait, the delusion didn't come back, did it?
No, that's not it.
Then why?
Just trust me. We need to go while my sister's still dreaming.
It's a delusionscape entrance. Are we gonna go inside?
That's the party I need. Yamato was slowing us down a bit.
A save point! Remember to save often in games like this. It's an enemy! Are we going to fight?
Thankfully we've just got to traverse where we've already been.
It's an enemy!
I'm assuming everyone has a Granny Phantasm we have to deal with.
Well,
Come and get
there
not
are
so
a lot of
hot!
enemies.
You like chip up this not so hot!
You're really strong, Asai.
Not so hot!
Here we go, Jack.
Fancy foot! That was easy!
There are still a bunch left. Don't let your
Give
guard
me some
down.
highlights! Ah!
There are still a bunch left.
You like the
Don't
hot?
let your
Not
guard
so
down.
fun! You like this?
Two enemies left. Good luck, guys.
Dark bullet!
Here we go. Just
Come
hold
on.
a little longer. There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. It's an enemy. What should we do? We're surrounded. I'm so sorry. I
I'll blow
wasn't
you away!
prepared.
Hot
We
turn!
need to end the delusion. Now's your
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we
go.
This out!
Find your mark.
Only one of them right ahead. You're in the home stretch. It's an enemy. What should we do?
Yeah!
They have 3 enemies on their side, but
Come
we
and
get the
get
first attack.
Yeah! You like this? Please! That was easy! Come on! Run them through!
One enemy
It's over.
remains. Just hold out a little longer. It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. I feel like there's something nearby. We should search. There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak... 3 of them. They took us completely by surprise.
Hot! You like this? Turn! We
Hot!
Hot! You like this?
2 enemies left.
Still a
We
long
can
road
do
ahead.
this. Only one.
Here we go, here we go.
Out a little longer.
Get out of my shrapnel!
It's an enemy. What should we do? I feel like there's something nearby. We should search for treasure. It's an enemy. Look at how many there are. Please don't
Come
lose.
and get me! Hot!
Release
Hot!
your inner
Blaze
delusion.
blossom!
Now's your chance.
Not so... Chip, that
You're
was easy.
really strong,
Now for my
son.
true form.
You
You like this? Come on! Hot!
Here we go.
Hot! You like this?
Don't let me
Even
go.
the planet hates you! Not so
2
fast!
enemies left.
That was easy.
Good luck, guys.
Hot! You like this?
One enemy remains. Just hold out a little longer.
Hot!
It's an enemy. What should we do? There are only 3 enemies. It's fine.
I'll blow you away! Hot! Turn! We rule!
Here we take that.
That was easy.
Only 1 enemy left.
Still a long road ahead.
Are you going to save our progress? Just be sure to pick the right slot. If you're headed through the door, please... There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. It's an enemy. 4 enemies. And they have
No
the
problem.
advantage.
Hot! You like this? Please, we rule! Look what I can do! That was easy. You like this? Hot! We rule! Come
Good
on!
luck, guys. Only
Hot!
1
You
enemy
like this?
left.
Hot!
We're in the home stretch.
Hot!
Healing light.
Engage a match. If you're headed through the door, please... There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. There's an enemy here. There are so many enemies.
I'll blow you away!
scared.
Hot! Turn! That was
Got
easy.
one, Asai.
You like this? Hot! Thanks!
2
Run 'em
enemies
through.
left.
Here
Here
we
we
go.
go. We can do this.
Here we go.
Only
Hey,
1
Becca.
enemy left. We're in the home. It's an enemy. What should we do? I think there's a treasure chest nearby. I wonder what's in it. Are you going to save our progress? Just be sure to pick the right slot. Oh, a door. Are we headed beyond the door? I'll lead the way as best I can. It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? I think there's a treasure chest nearby. I wonder what's in it. If you're headed through the door, please proceed with caution.
Speaking of which, you've got some escape keys. I'm going to need some.
Shall we buy something before we go? There's quite a selection here.
Haven't done this for quite a while. No cards I particularly wanted, but whatever. I'm not going to sit there pulling cards all night.
A door! Show...
Is that who I think it is?
Whoa, you guys made it here way faster than I thought you would.
But why are you here?
Why indeed?
Why are you trying to make me go to my sister's hospital room?
Aha, so that's why you made it here so fast. You're the very model of the loving little brother, aren't you?
I think I missed something here. Anyone want to clue me in as to what you're talking about? No?
You made that call earlier. Did you really think I wouldn't recognize your voice?
I didn't care if you did or didn't. Worked out great for me either way.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. You've already figured it out, right? I'm just a copy.
Okay, I did not see this coming.
I know, but I didn't want to believe it.
Still at a loss over here. Little help, guys?
If we'd gone straight to the hospital, what we would have seen there is my sister, sick in her hospital bed. So long story short, the energetic, healthy Hazuki we see before us now is a delusion.
Ah, okay.
Hazuki's a delusion?
Something like that.
I was not expecting that.
How long have you known?
For a while now.
But how?
Well, when I went back to my room in the hospital, there she was. I saw another me, right there. And that other me just lay there, gazing out her window at Akihabara. I had no idea why she was doing that at first. But once I saw the sadness in her face, I realized what I was. It was so surreal. I thought I had to be dreaming. The fact that I could have been a delusion never crossed my mind. But then I started to wonder why the other me, the real me, kept on staring out at the town. The only way to find out was to go to Akihabara myself. And that's where I found the two of you, Asahi and Mizuki, hanging out in Akiba together, just like the old days. That was unquestionably what the other me wanted to see.
Wait, so does that make you Hazuki's delusion? The real Hazuki, I mean.
No, Asahi, it doesn't.
Then
I'm the one who wished her into existence. Isn't that right, Hazuki?
That's right. I knew you'd figure it all out, baby brother. You're so smart!
But why, Mizuki?
I've always wanted to go back to when life was simpler. When you and I could just laugh and have fun without a care. Which, in turn, was a wish to get my sister back. Happy and healthy once more.
I feel the same way. That's why I wanted you two to make up so badly. Actually, it wasn't that I wanted that. It felt like I had to get you two to make up. It's the reason I exist. If I did, I knew that the three of us could spend time together again. Which is exactly what the other me wanted. But now, my work here is done.
It is?
Well, you two are getting along swimmingly, just the way you used to, right? So I ain't got a thing left to do.
Hazuki.
Hey, buck up, bro. I don't want to see my little Mizuka looking so sad. Okie dokie then. Shall we engage in some jolly delusionary nullification?
But if we do that...
You know what's missing from this picture? The two of you standing shoulder to shoulder and ready for battle. Come on, Big Sis wants to see some blood.
What is wrong with you? Well, if nothing else, it's nice to know that you really are my sister where it counts.
Of course I am. And I've got to take advantage of this healthy working body while I still can, right? Besides, it wouldn't be fair to the other me if I were all pouty and glum now that I've got you two together. So get ready for a brawl, bros! Kick this phantasm's ass if it has one! Fight! Fight! Fight!
There's our Hazuki. You know what, Mizuki? You've got one heck of a sister.
Yeah, I'm proud to be her sibling. Okay then. You ready, Asahi?
You bet, man.
Good. All right, Hazuki. Time to see what we're made of.
No duh. I've got front row seats.
Hooray, recycle boss fight.
Only one enemy? Maybe even someone like me could win this.
brandish!
Sorry.
Check this out!
The enemy is resistant to that attack. Take
Run him through! Triple this to
Throw
this!
it.
Not so fast! It's over! Fancy foot! Look what I can do! Fancy foot! Fire! Like not so hot! Hot, hot, yeah! It's over! Hot, hot, hot! It'll all be over soon! Hot, hot, yeah! Hot!
Here we go.
Like that, you're out!
Bracing.
Heavy
This
bullet! My
attack is
form!
very effective
Yeah!
on this enemy.
Not so fast! You like this? It's over! Look what I can do! Fancy foot! Look what I can do! Hot! You like this? Hot!
Your mark.
Yeah! You like hot? It's
Come on!
Now you've done it.
hot! 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 Hot!
Here we go. I don't think that attack is very effective on this head flow.
Triple this up!
Your gauge
Check
is
this
totally
out!
full. Now's your chance. It's
Come
time
on,
to
fancy
finish
foot!
this.
Look
Find
what
out,
I
everyone.
can do! Fancy foot!
Do you want me
Look
to
what I
help?
can do!
Here.
Time to shine! Hot! Hot!
Here we go.
Hot! Hot!
Here we go. Here we go. 30 feet. You're almost there.
You like hot?
Here we go. No
It's
chance.
over! Fancy
Healing
foot!
ring.
Thanks! Look what I can do! You like this? Not so fast! Hot! Thank you!
Find your mark.
How's this?
You like
Here we
this?
go.
Hot! You're out!
The burn.
Hot!
side.
Not so fast! Ta! Fancy
Come
foot.
on.
Look what I can do!
Orange.
Hot!
Assault turn.
Ja! You're out!
Holy bullet.
You like
Want
this?
me to
Hot!
help?
Ja! Ta!
Do what I can.
Hot! Ja! You like
Find your
this?
mark.
Ja! Hot!
Can't
Hot!
believe
Not
it.
so
Yeah.
fast! Hot! You like
I
this?
don't
Hot!
think that attack
It's
is
over!
very
bullet.
effective.
Thanks.
Here we go! You like this? Not so fast! Ja!
Thanks.
Brandish!
Right
Now for
down.
my true
You're
form!
good for magic
Yeah.
mode. No
You like
chance.
this?
Fire.
Hot! Ja!
Find your
Ja!
mark.
Hot!
I'm a party member
like this?
too.
You're out.
Let me help.
Hot!
Race
Ja!
feet.
Hot! Ta!
Still going up.
Hot! Come on! It's
You're
over!
almost there.
Ja!
Here we
Not
go.
so fast! You're
You're
out!
good for imagine mode. Can you imagine?
Here we
Take
go!
this.
Hot! Check
Take
this
this. Here we
out!
go. Yeah.
Not so you like this? Hot! Fancy
Find
foot!
your mark.
Look what I can do!
Take
Fancy
this.
foot! Look what I can do! Fancy foot! Hot! Hot! You like this? Ah!
No chance. Still
Heavy
going up.
bullet.
Ja!
So
Hot! Hot!
Take this. Here we go.
Hot! You're out!
Come on.
Find your mark.
Not so fast!
Take
Even the planet.
Ja!
Use your inner delusion.
Hot! Not
Now's
so
your
fast!
chance.
Hot!
Here we go.
Run 'em through!
Guys,
Now for my true
try to
form!
help you too.
Look what I can do!
Fight. Stop.
Ja!
The enemy is resistant to
Come
that.
on! Fancy foot! Hot! You like this? Hot!
Fire.
It's over! Not so ja!
30
Hot!
feet.
Hot!
You're
You're
on
out!
fire.
You like hot? Hot! Hot! Not so fast! Yeah!
Healing.
Hot!
Much better.
You're out!
Here we go.
Not so fast!
Orange.
No
Too
chance.
slow.
Ja!
Release your
Not
inner
so fast!
delusion. Here we go.
Here we go.
Check this out!
Heavy bullet.
Hot!
Find your
Hot!
mark.
Look what I can do!
Here we go.
Fancy
Take
foot!
Here we go.
Look what I can do!
Take this. Here we go.
Fancy foot!
Still going up.
Not so fast! You like this?
Let her rip. 30 feet.
Hot! You like this? Ja! Hot!
Here we go.
You're out!
Take this.
Ja! You like
Dark
this?
bullet.
1, 2.
Hot.
Nice work, folks.
Not so fast!
Find your mark.
Not so fast!
Here we go. Here we go.
Run 'em through! Now for my true form!
The power of
Hot!
delusion
Ja!
is at
You
your
like this?
fingertips.
Hot! Not so hot! Ja!
Here we go.
Hot.
No chance.
Hot! Not so you like this? Hot!
Shine on. 20 feet. Take
Hot!
this.
Ja!
Still
Hot!
going up.
Not so fast!
Heavy bullet.
You like hot? You like
You
this?
like
Thank
it.
you! Ja!
Find your mark.
Hot!
Come on.
Take this.
Hot! Look what
Here
I
we
can
go.
do! Fancy
Oh,
foot!
right.
Look what I
Hot
can
flip.
do! Not so fast! You like hot?
50 feet. Keep
Hot!
going.
Hot! Mess
It'll
them
all
up!
be over
Here we
soon.
go. Here we go.
Ja!
Yeah.
Hot! It's over!
Baseline.
Quad
Here we
flop.
go.
Find your mark.
Fire.
Door. Take this.
Hot!
Take this.
Hot!
Here we go.
Not so brandish! Hot!
Great.
Not so
So
come
great.
on! You're out!
Enemy is resistant to
Here we
that
go.
Hot!
attack.
You like this? Not so fast! It's over!
Take this.
Hot! Ja!
Take
Not
this.
so fast! Hot!
30 feet.
Hot!
Come on.
Girl, you did it.
You like this?
Find your mark.
It's over! You like this? Hot! Hot!
Dark bullet.
Yeah!
Look at me go.
You like this?
Orange. Take this.
Not so fast! Hot! Mess him up!
Time to shine.
Smash
Shine
you!
on.
Quad club!
Find your mark. The enemy is
Ja!
resistant to
Hot!
that. Here we go. Take
Healing
this.
ring.
Big
Ja!
punch.
You like this?
That's
Ja!
Here we go.
Much better.
Mess
Heavy
him up! Quad club!
Orange. Remember,
Mess him up.
number 2.
Ja! Hot! Fire! Triple this.
20
Run him
feet.
through. Triple
Still
this.
20
Run him
feet.
through.
Come on.
Triple this.
40 feet.
You like
Yeah.
this?
Racing! Take that! No chance!
Run him through.
Right,
Check
you're right.
this out.
Enemy's
Holy
resistance
bullets.
to that attack.
Hot. You like this? Hot.
Take
Hot.
Here we go!
Triple this. Hot. You like this? Hot. It's over. Not so heavy. You like this? Hot. Run him through.
30 feet.
Hot.
You're
It's
almost
over.
there.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a party member too.
Won't
Don't
lose.
help.
Fire. Fancy foot. Look what I can do.
Roulette!
Good for imagine mode.
Heal.
Now you've done it.
Earth bullet.
What?
Here we go!
Hot. It's over.
Here we go! Here we
hot.
take
I don't think that attack is very
You like
effective.
this? Not so fast.
Embrace
Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go!
Fancy foot. Hot. Hot. Here we go. Hot. Hot. Triple this up. Who might you for?
Roulette!
Hot. You like this? Here we go.
Here we go!
Hot.
I don't think that attack is very effective on this enemy.
You don't. You like this? You're out. Hot. Hot. Feel the burn.
He's taking a lot of damage.
Now you've done it.
You like this?
Here we go! Here we go!
Thank you. You like hot.
Here we go!
Come on. Hot.
Your gauge is filled.
Here we
Gauge imagine.
Come on.
Take
Two bullets. Check this out. Not so hot. Yeah. Fancy foot. This.
Here we go!
What I can do. Fancy foot.
I
don't
don't
think
like
that
this!
attack is
No
very
chance!
effective.
Here we go! Take this! Here we go!
Hot. Hot. Yeah. Fancy foot. Hot.
Almost
Not so
there.
fast. Hot.
Guys,
Now you've done it.
Not so fast. Like this.
Here we go!
Twin bullet.
now's your chance.
I'm alive.
Don't!
How's this? You like this? Look what I can do. Yeah. You like this?
To try to help you.
Come on through.
Run right ahead. Feeling pretty damn good right now. I'm gonna need to practice using this.
Now I can do even better. A+ and a sticker.
Am I shimmering? What kind of skill is this?
Woohoo! Now that was the kind of fight a girl can get nullified to. You guys are super cool.
Oh man, you're making me blush.
Wait, my sister's making you blush? Dude, stop.
What's wrong with blushing?
Well now, if I've got you this worked up, I must be sexier than I thought. So, aren't I supposed to be disappearing or something by now? Why am I still here?
It has something to do with the power of the never-ending day. As long as it keeps going, all you delusion folk do too. But when the day does end...
That's when we'll really have to say goodbye. You've already made up your mind about what you have to do, right? Just believe in yourself and do it. I trust you guys. And then, when it's all over...
When it's all over?
Remember what you said you wanted the three of us to do?
You mean about playing games together?
That's the one. I want you two to play some old games together with me. The real me, I mean, not this me.
I don't think we can keep that specific promise.
And why not?
Because you are the real you, just as much as the girl in that hospital bed. Copy or no, you're my sister.
Now you're getting it. So, will you promise to play games with me then? With the complete version of me?
Yeah. When this is all over, the three of us will play together again. Just like old times.
Good thing I stocked up on escape keys. So it seems to be the running theme for every sub-event here. Go to dungeon, fight the same boss again. To do the one in the side streets.
Ah, a save point. Perhaps we can take a breather here. Is something about to happen? I think something's about to happen.
Oh, Master Asahi!
Looks like the delusion's back and business is booming, huh?
And I owe it all to you. Though, I guess I probably shouldn't be happy about that, should I?
I think it's okay to let it slide just this once.
Whoa, Moe. That man, he isn't your boyfriend, is he?
Definitely not.
Did you really have to throw in definitely there?
Oh, whew, I was worried for a second. Naturally, a perfect maid like Moe couldn't very well have anything but a perfect boyfriend.
Ouch. I could be a customer, you know. You thought about that?
Perfect maid, huh?
Moe?
I'm sorry.
It bothers you, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
The idea of you being perfect.
Oh, well, I suppose I can't hide it from you any longer, Master Asahi. You've already seen that side of me once. Then what would you have me do? I'm not the icon of perfection you think I am, Kanami. I am as you see me, human. I failed you, and I felt so guilty about it all this time. There were days I even felt like hiding because of it.
If you need to talk, I'm happy to lend an ear. But beyond that, I don't think there's anything else I can really do.
Thank you. I appreciate the concern. Perhaps, since you've offered, we can go somewhere private and discuss matters. The maid delusionscape, maybe?
Huh? Okay, sure, I guess.
Hooray.
Are you headed into the delusionscape? I'll come with you. A save point. Remember to save often in games like this.
Hey, Moe, why exactly are we here?
For some reason, I just feel like I'll be able to talk more freely in this place. About the real, unadorned me. Stripped of any lies or pretenses.
What do you mean?
As you say, I'm not a perfect maid. Not at all.
Well, yeah, nobody's perfect.
No, I don't mean I'm flawed like everybody else. I don't think you understand just how imperfect I really am.
What are you getting at?
I'm just kidding. I never get to say things like that in my maid persona, so I figured I'd give it a shot here. I'm really just an average, run-of-the-mill girl trying to get by in life. Not sure where all my mystique comes from.
You had me going there for a second.
It feels good to let loose a little. Hey, can I tell you something?
Sure, shoot.
Master Asahi, why do you think I became a maid in the first place?
Because you wanted to make all the masters in Akiba happy?
Bzzzt. That's a perfect reason for a perfect person. Me, I just wanted to wear cute clothes and work somewhere quaint. Thought it'd be fun and make me happy. That's it.
Wow, seriously?
Yep, and your reaction says it all. That's not a proper reason for a perfect maid to go to work. It's not befitting of the great perfect maid Moe, who is decidedly not the same girl you'll find behind the frou-frou. The Moe everyone always compliments and looks up to doesn't exist. She's a scam. She's not real.
If that's the case, though, then why? Why come this far? Why put on the perfect maid act for so long?
Well, it's sure as hell not to live up to expectations. More like because I'm afraid of not living up to expectations. The bar's been set, and I'm terrified of slipping below it. But it's just way too high now. Unrealistically high. This delusion came from the expectations of all the masters, and my own inability to live up to those expectations.
So, you're here because...
Because I still don't know my true self. And I want to know who I really am. And if we explore this place a little deeper, there's a chance we might find the answer, isn't there?
Maybe, but...
Master Asahi, please, accompany me to the deepest part of this place. I want to know who the maid called Moe really is.
All right. I'll escort you to the end. Let's find out together.
I don't remember this place very well now. I'll have to like wander around until we get to the end of it.
It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? It's an enemy. What should we do? Are we headed beyond the... There's an enemy here. 4 enemies.
Everything's gonna be super weak again.
I'm rooting for you.
That was easy. Like, wait,
We defeated one.
that was
Here we go. We can do this. There's an
You
enemy
like
here.
this?
There are only 3 enemies. It's fine.
No problem.
Everything's fine.
Not so fast. Please, we rule.
A door. Show. There's an enemy here. Maybe 4 enemies. Will we be
I'll blow you
okay?
away. Hot, nothing. Turn. That was
Wow,
easy.
Zany, you got
How's
2.
this?
That's really. It's 4 enemies. Will we be
No problem.
okay?
You like this? Not so please. We
You're
rule.
really strong, Asai.
Hot.
I wish I could do
Yeah,
so
that was
along
good.
ahead. It's 4 enemies, and they have
I'll
the
blow you
advantage.
hot. You
How?
like this? Yeah, we turn. That was
Wow,
easy.
Asai, you got 2.
Triple
That's really
rule.
good. Only one
None of
enemy
that was
remains.
slick.
Just hold out a little longer. If you're headed through the door, please. It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? 4 enemies, and they have
No
the
problem.
advantage.
Hot. You like we rule.
It's Saki. You got
No
one.
dodging the wind. You like
2
this?
enemies
That was
left.
you like
We
this?
can do this. Look at how many there are. Please don't
Come
lose.
and get hot. Not
You're
hot.
really
Hot.
strong, Asai.
Take that,
It
it's
was
all
easy.
yours.
Come on. Yeah, that was easy.
Only 1 enemy remains.
Hot,
Just
hot,
hold out a
we
little
root ya.
longer. Are we headed beyond the door? It's an enemy. 2 opponents. Let's win this.
No problem. Hot. That was
You're really
hot.
strong, Asai.
Here we go.
I wish I could be that strong. There's an enemy here. It's a group of 2 enemies, and they
I'll
caught
blow
us
you
by
hot.
surprise.
Not so that was you. It's over.
Here we go.
Guys, I think
There's still a long road ahead.
it's an enemy. 4 enemies, and they have
Come
the
and
advantage.
get. You like this? Yeah. We
Come
rule.
on.
You're out.
Impressive. Healing.
Much better.
Hot. That was you.
Wow,
Hot.
Asai, you
Hot.
got
Hot. We
2.
rule. Not so
That's
fast.
really good.
Fly.
Only 1 enemy
Sorry about that.
We're
Heal.
in the home stretch. It's an enemy. What should we do? If you're headed through the door, please proceed with...
Here we are.
We're here, Moe. End of the line.
But why? Why isn't there anything here?
Because this is the reality of the situation. This is the truth.
So, there is no real me? Just the person I pretend to be?
No, I don't think that's quite right.
Then what?
The real you has been right in front of you all along.
What?
Moe is Moe, and that's you. You're perfect and imperfect rolled into one. The maid Moe is a perfect existence, an ideal, like the delusion she spawned. But that perfect maid was created by you. Through your dedication, through your desire not to let anyone down. You were so afraid of not living up to expectations, you never even noticed that you always did live up to them, and that was all you. It's not easy to do what you did, but you did it. All on your own.
Asahi.
That's why there's no grand phantasm here. Because perfect maid Moe and regular girl Moe are the same person. You need to be proud of what you've accomplished and make it a part of you. And recognize that you are maid Moe.
Thank you. I actually do feel better now.
Just don't push yourself so hard anymore, okay? Especially around me. You can be regular girl Moe when you're talking to me. There's no need to be perfect.
Oh dear. You shouldn't say such things.
Huh?
You know that makes you sound like you're my boyfriend, right?
What?
Psych! I didn't want to waste any time trying out this regular girl thing with you. It's a nice fit.
Seriously?
Oh, that was it. There was no boss for that event. We'll go to the station plaza next.
It's a Delusionscape entrance. Are we gonna go inside?
Oh, hey! This is where we first ran into each other, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. The very spot where you found me and dragged me into this whole mess. At first, I had no idea what to expect.
But it all worked out for the best in the end, right? It's even been fun.
It has, hasn't it?
Sad to think that the end of those good times is fast approaching, though.
Aw, why so glum all of a sudden?
I made a promise to you. I said I'd find you again after this is all over. But what I didn't say was, there's something else I need to find first.
There is? What is it?
Asahi, will you come with me?
To where?
To the Castle Delusionscape. That's where the thing I have to find is.
Oh god, the Castle Delusionscape. Where was that now? I think it... Oh, it's over there. Okay,
Are you
never mind.
headed into the Delusionscape?
I did mark it out
I'll
on the
come
map.
with you.
I was gonna say... There's that many Delusionscapes that I do have trouble keeping track of them all sometimes.
Are you headed into the Delusion?
So, why are we here exactly?
On that day, you found me. Here. Alone. That's why I've got a feeling we'll find the answer I seek here too.
Come on, Saki, enough with the cryptics. What are you after?
Just trust me, Asahi. And stay close.
Hey, Saki, hold up!
What's gotten into her?
Are you going to save our progress? Just be sure to pick the right slot. It's an enemy! What? Only one enemy, and we get the first attack.
No problem.
We can do this.
You like this? Hot! Triple this, not so fast! Like that was easy.
There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past.
Yeah!
It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? Are we headed beyond the door? There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. It's an enemy. What should we do? It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? It's an enemy. What should we do? It's an enemy. What should we do? If you're headed through the door, please... It's an
Look at how many there are. Please don't lose.
Blow you away, not so fast. Hot, hot. Please, Blossom.
Take this. Here we go.
Run them through. That was
Too loud.
not done yet. Triple this we rule.
2 enemies left. Good
Hot.
luck, guys.
Here we go. Move. That works.
Hot.
Brandish. See ya. Hot. Nothing is in. Hey, I learned something.
Wyvern wave. A dragon vein. I'm gonna get rid of Twin Tripper and put Wyvern wave on there.
There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. We're getting close to the end now.
Can't you just tell me what's going on? I might be able to help you find what you're looking for if you just tell me.
I'm sorry. I lied to you.
Lied?
I'd found it before. It was right under my nose. But I pretended like I didn't see it.
Saki, what are you talking about?
You, Pink-kun. I'm talking about you.
Me? Gah.
Just follow me. I'll show you exactly what I mean. A door! Shall we open it? Are you going to save our progress? Just be sure to pick the right slot.
I'm first! I made it first!
But yeah, but there's nothing here.
Actually, there is. In fact, it's been here all along. I'd felt it from the start. But like I said, I was acting like I didn't see it. He wanted to be with me forever, after all.
What are you talking about?
You both know, I think. I told you about how I'd always wanted to be a chosen one, right? So I found myself caught in a web of delusions. Because that was my delusion. A desire to change the world, right? Turns out no. My delusion was something different altogether. The thing I truly wanted wasn't to change the world. It was you, Pink-kun.
Huh?
Saki, what are you saying?
Think back to what all the people we questioned said when they saw you.
Man, you can talk, and kind of fluently too.
That guy didn't bat an eye at your existence. He was just impressed you could talk.
Oh, how unfortunate. You're rather ordinary. Very unfair. In truth, I grow weary of this interaction.
She accepted you without a second thought, too.
Are you the thing whose mind I was touching? You do seem potentially alien-esque, though of indeterminate origin.
And you're certainly no space alien.
I don't understand, Saki. What does all that mean?
I'm sorry, Pink-kun. I've known this for a while now. I think I just didn't want to admit it. But your true origin is...
How convenient.
What the hell is going on?
This is the true form of Pink-kun that I pretended I couldn't see.
So, I'm...
Pink-kun was always by my side. And because of that, I was able to live out my dream of being a chosen one. I lived as a chosen one alongside the familiar I called a friend.
Then you're saying Pink-kun's real form is...
Yes. Pink-kun is a delusion I myself have created.
Pink-kun is a delusion?
It all makes sense now. It feels... natural. Freeing, even.
Pink-kun?
Now that you know, this existence, the one you call Pink-kun, is no longer needed, Saki.
What? Why?
Because you're a chosen one, with or without me. It's your destiny to nullify this unending day.
Yet as long as I'm part of that destiny, you'll continue to wander the space between reality and delusion.
But
The Saki who was taken in by the delusions isn't the Saki that I fell in love with. It's the chosen Saki, who protects the world from the encroachment of the delusions that I love.
But if this is how it ends, we won't be able to see each other anymore. Won't you be lonely without me?
Of course I'll be lonely, but the happiness I feel will drown out the loneliness.
You're happy?
Very. Because you found out what I am. You figured it out, Saki.
But that's why.
The true me that you uncovered is the truest me there is.
How can that be, though?
Because I love you, Saki, with all my heart. And you gave me this existence through your delusion. The Saki I love gave me form. What greater joy is there in life than that?
Pin-kun.
That's why I want you to nullify me. To validate my existence. To validate this form you created. Saki, end me. Nullify me before the close of this never-ending day.
Thank you, Pin-kun.
Saki.
Asahi, I don't think I can do this alone. Will you help me?
Are you sure this is what you want?
I will nullify this encroaching delusion and protect the world.
That's my Saki!
Come on, Asahi. Let's do this. Only one enemy.
Hooray, recycle boss fight.
Get me. Move! Now for my true form. Here we go!
Come on! Take this!
You like
Here we
this?
go!
Hot!
Huh?
Burn 'em up! Not so you like
Flame bullet!
Spinning wave!
Gotcha!
You like you're out!
How's this?
Still fresh! Here we go!
Burn 'em up!
You're almost there!
Now you've done it.
Hot!
Here we go!
Find your mark!
I'm
Who
alive!
cares? Mizuki, I don't think that attack is very
You like this? Hot! Not so hot!
Here we go!
Run 'em through! Hot! You like hot? You
Remember,
like
I'm
this?
a
Hot!
party member
Hot!
too. Let me help.
Heavy
I'm
wave!
a party
Hot!
member.
Hot! It's over!
Find your mark!
Not so you like
Point
this!
out.
Run 'em through! Check this out!
Power of delusion
Hot!
is
You
my
like
weapon.
this? It's over!
Here we
Come
go!
on.
Take
Hot!
this! It's time to finish
Smash
this!
soup!
Come on, everyone!
Hot! Not so hot!
Here we
It's
Here we
over!
go! Gotcha!
Hot!
Find your mark!
You like this?
Thanks!
Thanks!
Let me help! Let her rip!
This up! Run 'em through!
Thank you.
Run 'em through!
Still going up!
You like this? Hot! You're out!
You're almost there!
How's this?
Excellent! I'm a party member too!
Ah.
Let me help!
Hot! Not so hot! Hot! It's over!
Here we
Hot! Not so hot!
I don't think that attack is very effective
You
on
like
here.
this? Hot!
20 feet!
You like this?
Still going up!
You're out! Hot!
40
Hot!
feet!
Come on!
How's this?
Take this! Here we go! Take this! Here we go!
Not so hot! Hot! You like brandish!
To the side!
You like hot!
Floating
Here we
bullet!
go!
I'm alive!
Don't!
Run 'em through!
Find your
Not
mark!
so hot!
Racing! Here we go! Here we go! Take
Now for
this!
my true form!
Here we go! Here we go!
Hot!
Sing a song
You
on
like
me.
Thanks! Not so fast! It's over! Hot!
Here we take this! You're almost there!
Thank you!
Mizuki,
You like
I don't think that attack is very effective on this enemy.
Hot! You
Take
like
this!
this? Hot! Run 'em through!
Find your mark.
Run 'em through!
Red.
This up! You like
20
this?
feet. Still going up!
I'm
Now
alive!
I'm a party member too. Let me
Move.
help!
Hot!
You're good for imagine
Run 'em
that.
through!
Here we go!
Check this out!
To the
Hot!
side!
Hot!
Guys,
Not so
I'd
fast!
like to try to
Hot!
help you too.
You like You like this?
Flame bullet!
Not so you like this?
That's better. Find your next bunch. Right down. Here we go. Take this. I don't think that
Wind
attack
bullet.
is very
Now
effective
you've done
on
it.
this enemy.
Brandish! You like hot?
To a ledge. Remember,
Burn
take
'em
this.
up.
Number two.
Hot!
Let me help.
You like this?
You and
Thanks!
ledge.
Hot! Not so bad! Thank you!
Here we go.
Ah. Done that! Not so
Wind
fast!
bullet.
Hot!
Come on!
Engage your magic
Not so
move.
hot! Hot! Run 'em through! Now for my true form!
Mizuki, I
You
don't
like
think
this?
that attack is very effective on this enemy.
Now
Hot!
you've
You
done
like
it.
this?
Much better.
Hot! It's over!
Embrace
Thanks!
it.
Hot! Not so
Thanks,
fast!
bunch.
Ah.
Here we go.
Hot!
Here we
Like
go.
this?
20 feet.
It's over!
Still going
Hot!
up. Sell it.
Hot! You like this? Hot!
Here we go!
Fire! You like this? Not so fast! Move!
You're good
Run 'em,
for a
check
magic.
this out!
Can you imagine?
Hot! Hot! You like this? Not so fast! Hot! You're out! Not so fast! Hot! Hot!
Here we go!
Come on!
Guys,
Find your mark!
You like this? Hot! No dodging the wind! Not so fast!
we're focusing on the enemy's weakness.
alive.
Don't. Song you
Check
wait.
this out!
Much better.
Hot!
Here we go!
Hot!
Take this!
Hot!
You're
Hot!
good to go for the
How's
match.
this?
Embrace us.
Thanks! Now for my true
Here we
form.
go!
Come on!
You're out! Take this!
Fancy
Find
foot.
your mark!
Look what I pulled!
Bursting! Here we go!
You like this? Yeah!
Come on!
Take this! Hot! You're out! You like this? Yeah!
Here we go!
You like this? Hot!
Take this!
It's over!
Come on!
Look
No
what I
chance!
can do!
Shine
Fancy
on!
foot! Look what I can do!
Much better!
Hot! Hot! Not so fast! You like this? Yeah! You like this?
Find
Not
your
so
mark!
fast! Yeah!
I don't think that
You
it's
like
very
this?
effective on this enemy.
Hot! Hot! Hot!
Ledge!
Yeah!
Take this!
You like
Here we go!
this?
Take this!
Hot! Yeah!
Gotcha!
You like this?
Hold
You're out!
down!
I'd like to try to
Hot!
help
You like
too.
this?
Take
Fancy foot!
Find your mark!
20 feet.
Accelerate!
Still going up.
Hot! Heavy
Here we go.
Use
Ah!
your delusion. Now's your
Now
chance.
you've done it!
How's this?
It's your ledge!
Go! Check this out!
Your health is
Look what I can do! Fancy foot! Look what I can do!
Honey
You
Ray!
like this?
Remember, I remember
Hut, 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 heal!
Here we go!
Thanks!
Find your mark!
Come on!
Baseline!
Hut,
Take
you like
this!
this?
Here we go! Take this!
Ah! Wind bullet! Not so fast! Yeah! It's over! Ah!
It's your ledge!
I'm alive!
Yeah!
Hut, hot! Ah! How's this?
Now you've done it!
Even the planet hates you!
Get stuck!
Not so fast! Hut,
Take
you're
this!
out!
Here we go!
Hut,
Find your
Look
mark!
what I can do!
To the sky!
Fancy foot!
wait.
Not so
The enemy
fast!
is resistant to that
Yeah!
attack.
Chip, holy bullet! You like this? Hut, ah! Yeah! You like this? Ah! I'm
Not done
alive.
yet.
Run them through!
Racing!
Now for my true form!
Watch your helmet.
Hot! Hot! Look what I can do!
Remember,
Hut,
I'm a
hot!
party
Hut,
member.
thank you! Ah! Hot! Hot!
Remember, I'm a
You like
party member
fancy
too.
foot?
Don't.
Hot! You like this? Hot! It's over!
You've defeated one.
I feel like I've gotten
Level up! Yeah! As expected.
There we go.
And that should be the end of the delusion.
Yeah.
Saki, there's no need to be sad. We can still be together for a little while longer.
But when today finally ends,
I'll disappear for sure. But that's looking at things so negatively when really this is a joyous occurrence. It's joyous to have been able to spend all the time with you I've had. You made me, Saki. I'm forever your familiar.
Bean-kun.
Saki, on that day, I was alone, and you found me. And now, you found me once again. You've discovered that I was your delusion all along. So I know you can make history repeat one more time. I know you'll be able to find Asahi again, even after you forget everything that's happened today.
that was the deal.
You're right. If I can't find you, I'll at least still be able to find him again once this is all over.
It won't be easy, though. You sure you can handle it?
I'm sure.
Cannon's
Probably
quietly
won't even
mating.
be that tough, honestly. After all, I'm a chosen one.
We've got one more sub-event to do. I'm just going to double check with the good old shuffle. Oh, I see. Mad Ball though. I think it's just Katami's next. I'm just double checking there's no other events that have popped up. We'll switch to Yoshino for a bit now, just to change it up a bit.
When saving, do be careful not to overwrite a sibling's data.
Yeah, canning probably is moulding, as you say. Especially with how we're keeping them waiting. Oh, there's an event here too.
An event is about to start. Perhaps we should drag our feet a bit?
Oh, Yamato. We've got to do Yamato's event. You know what? I'll
Trading cards are for more than
do
just
Katami's
trading.
first.
You'd be surprised.
Because I have a feeling
A
Katami's
delusion
boss will
scape.
take a bit longer.
Shall we enter?
Yamato's boss won't take too long, because the Chuni dimension isn't that huge. I can just imagine the boss having a bit more health than usual.
Something wrong, Ko?
Just look. This is where we first met, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so it is.
How come you remember?
Huh?
I told you when we met that you're forbidden from remembering that I exist.
After which point you said something like, and don't you dare forget that.
I did not.
Right, right. Anyway, I also heard all about you from Yoshino. She was worried sick about you, you know?
Of course I was. I constantly worry about the young mistress. Her safety and happiness are my utmost concern.
Constantly, huh? That can't possibly be true.
Yoshino has been at my side for as long as I can remember.
So, like, since you were a baby?
I endeavor to always be at the beck and call of my mistress, no matter the situation.
Man, you really are like family then.
I believe there will come a day, though, when my presence is no longer required, and the young miss can stand on her own.
Really?
What are you talking about, Yoshino? Your presence is always required, and will always be required.
I am honored that you would say such a thing. But someday, you may desire more independence.
If that's really what you think, Yoshino, then so be it. I'll just have to prove to you how wrong you are. I'll show you how much I really
Pretty
want
much,
to.
yeah.
First order of business, I want some quality coffee. Follow me to Maxcelsior Cafe in the Station Plaza.
Mistress.
Sheesh, what's gotten into her?
A delusionscape. Shall we enter? When saving, do be careful not to overwrite a sibling's data.
I'm gonna crack up if that's what happens. Nah, it's highly doubtful though, because Katami's, actually, it wouldn't matter anyway. Because she's a party member, and they disappear after the day ends, so it would be funny if that was the case. That'd be a twist I would not see coming. I mean, they surprised us with Mizuki's little event, so who knows?
I'll take a small black coffee, Yoshino.
No need to bother her with that. It's such a simple order, I'd be happy to pick it up for you, Ko.
Hey, wait!
Don't pout. That's just the kind of guy Mizuki is. He's helpful like that.
Made Mizuki. That's something I'd like to see.
Here you are.
Thanks, I guess. Black really is the best way to drink coffee.
So, how many lumps would you like?
Hello, black coffee? I don't need sugar.
You might not need it, but you definitely want it. It's written all over your face.
Oh, fine. I'll take 10.
10?
But that's how much everyone takes, isn't it? Oh, some milk would be nice, too.
If you're gonna dilute it that much, it probably would have been better just to order a cafe mocha.
Cafe mocha? Is that one of those fancy designer coffees or something?
Well, it's...
To see her enjoy herself means more than anything in the world to me.
Yoshino?
The young miss has grown considerably. She is now able to enjoy coffee with friends who care about her. friends who have shown her a whole new world of possibilities.
Yoshino, I'm bored. Let's go to the game center on Main Street.
Right away, mistress.
Something seems off here. Yoshino sounded happy, but she didn't look it.
What, 10 pieces of sugar broke your heart? It is quite a bunch. Poor coffee. Yeah, coffee got slaughtered. Then again, I'm not really a coffee aficionado, so...
Ah, a save point. Shall we take a break? Business in the Delusionscape? Please be well.
This is the place, Yoshino!
You want to throw down? I'll wipe the floor with you.
Why would I want to challenge you?
What's the matter? You chicken?
Fine then. Get ready, because I'm going to destroy you!
The young miss truly does look like she's having fun.
So why do you look so lonely?
That's a good question. Perhaps it simply comes with the territory when one serves as a surrogate mother.
Comes with the territory.
The young miss has made wonderful friends with whom she can even play games together. Which leaves me, well, just feeling a little left out, I suppose.
Yoshino.
No surprises here. I am the champion.
You didn't even realize I was letting you win, did you?
Wait, what? No way!
See, even the mere suggestion makes you mad because you are just a child. I, on the other hand, am a grown woman.
I don't see how, considering you can't even cook. You're way more of a child than I am.
I can too cook, thank you very much.
Then make something.
Fine, I'll show you. We're going to go buy some groceries right now. Come on, everyone. To the supermarket at UBX.
Grocery haul. I swear, if we get jerked around and we have to go inside the dungeon, that's exactly what's happening
It's a
here,
save
isn't it?
point. Shall we make use of it before moving on?
Because every 8th chapter is boss time, apart from the one with Moe. Moe's event was kind of strange. We just ended up like following her to the dungeon, and she gave us something.
All right, we're here. Now just give me a few minutes and
Oh, let me come with you, please.
What?
Maria.
Why?
I'd be a little worried for you if you went shopping all alone. And it can't hurt to go together, right? So let's go, Ko!
Can't very well call her mistress anymore, can you?
She can even shop on her own now.
What's up with you two?
We're back!
See? Told you I had everything under control.
That's so wonderful, mistress. It seems you truly were able to buy exactly what you needed.
Naturally, of course.
Which means...
You're what? What does it mean, Yoshino?
It means that I'm not...
I need you, Yoshino. I told you that. If you weren't with me, I wouldn't have the confidence to do anything.
Hey, Ko.
Best you stay out of this one, Asahi.
Reiji?
Mistress?
What is it?
All day, I have accompanied you as you've requested.
Okay, and?
Well, I was hoping I might trouble you to accompany me now.
What? There's someplace you want to go?
There is.
Where?
Your delusionscape.
What?
Before all of the delusions are nullified, I would like you to let me see your world one last time.
But why?
Just as I am necessary to you, mistress, so too do I feel that you are a necessity for me. And I'd like to confirm that what I'm feeling is real.
Oh. Okay. That's fine, then. Let's go.
Why would Yoshino want to go into a delusionscape?
Why indeed? It's painfully obvious at this point. Also, what the hell's happened to Twitch? I can't see the chat. Oh, don't tell me Twitch has had some sort of update.
Shall we take a break?
I can't load it back up. I have to wait.
A delusionscape. Shall we enter? Oh, a save point. Shall we take a break?
Yeah, Twitch is updated on my end here. Connection error. Wait, what? It was automatically updated. Tap to open. Okay, I think I fixed it now. Somewhat.
It's an enemy. Please exercise caution.
Feels like we haven't been in here in like forever.
It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. An enemy draws near. Command. It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. An enemy has been spotted. We face a great many foes, but we can win this. Don't give up. Your fighting form is superb, Mistress. It's nicely done. Though our enemies are numerous, our will to succeed is stronger. 2 foes remain. This should be an easy win. Find your mark. An enemy has been
boss
spotted.
fight might
How
take
shall
a
we
bit
handle
longer.
this encounter?
Katami's not as
I
strong
feel
as
there
the
may
others.
be a treasure chest
And
nearby.
the game's obviously going to force it into the
An
party.
enemy draws near. Command. Shall we proceed through the door? I will have... An enemy has been spotted. How shall we handle this? 3 adversaries with no warning.
Come and get
Our enemies are quite Your gauge is filled. Do you wish to engage in action? Only one foe is still a long road ahead. Let us strive to make the end of the... It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. It's a door. An enemy has been spotted. How shall we handle this encounter? An enemy has been spotted. How shall we handle this encounter? Hmm? An enemy draws near. Command? Oh, a save point. Shall we take a break? Hmm? An enemy draws near. Command? An enemy has been spotted. How shall we handle this? Quite the full house today. This may become a war of attrition.
Not so fast!
Your fighting form is superb, Master Asahi. Nicely done. Still many to be vanquished, but we will beat them.
We rule!
Sorry about that. This should be an easy cleanup. It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. Shall we proceed through the door? I will have... It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. An enemy has been spotted. How shall we handle it? We face a great many foes, but we can win this. Don't give up. Your fighting form is superb, Master Asahi. Nicely done.
That was easy.
It's over. Two remain.
Still a long road ahead.
Hmm? An enemy.
Oh, these enemies are obnoxious.
Let's plan our strategies carefully.
You like the run them? We rule!
Excellent performance, Master Asahi.
Here we go.
That was easy.
It's only two remain.
We
rule.
shine! Heal!
Only one foe remains. Let us strive to make the... An enemy has... This is quite the scuffle. Shall I join the fray?
No
Here we go. Excellent performance, Master Asahi. You have long road ahead.
See ya. That was
Two remain. The road to victory.
We rule!
It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. When saving, do be careful not to override a sibling's...
This is the end. Satisfied now?
Yes. I am satisfied.
So you understand, right? You understand just how much I need you.
Yes. I understand very clearly.
Good. So maybe you'll stay by my side forever then, like you're supposed to.
No. That is something I cannot do.
Why not?
Being necessary to you has made me so happy, Mistress. From the very bottom of my heart. But it's not for the best. It's not... right.
What do you mean?
The truth of things, Mistress. It's not that I am needed by you, but rather that you are needed by me.
Care to fill me in on what the hell's going on here?
What's going on is we finally have the answer we've been seeking.
Yoshino, what is all this about?
I was a necessity to you, Mistress. That is precisely why I was born into this world. Without you, I would never have been allowed to exist.
No. This can't be happening. You and I have literally always been together.
Yes, we have been. You and I. And a world being devoured by delusions.
So, you're the reason I've always been able to perceive delusions?
That's correct.
But why? Why, Yoshino? Why does it have to be like this?
It was your loneliness that spawned me, I believe. I was created solely because you were lonely. But now, my existence is no longer necessary. You've made so many friends, and thanks to them, I know you'll be just fine.
Wait, Why? Please.
Before this day ends, I want you to nullify me, Mistress.
Why? I don't understand.
As long as I exist, I believe you will forever be trapped in the space between reality and delusion. And when this day does end, you will forget that I myself am a delusion, which is why you must end me now. Please.
I can't. I mean, I still haven't even given you your present.
Then perhaps you can give me that gift here and now.
How can I do that? I haven't even been able to buy it yet.
I have no need for material purchases.
What?
The gift I want most from you is for you to live a happy, independent life.
But that's...
For me to cease to be, and you to live on your own. That is my final duty, and my final request as your faithful maid.
Yoshino.
Mistress, this is to be my first and last bit of self-indulgence. Will you give me this greatest of gifts?
This is really what you want?
Yes. I would never lie to you.
Okay. I'll do it.
Thank you, Mistress.
This will be my first and last gift to you. The very worst and the very best thing I can manage. Get ready, Asahi.
You sure this is all right?
Yeah. Let's make a big show out of this one. So big that no one will forget it for the rest of their lives.
A single foe? This should be quick.
I'll blow you away!
Oh, it didn't put Katami in the party by default.
Run him through! Run him through! Here we go! That's so like...
Let her rip!
Not done yet! Smash
Heavy bullet!
Hot quad claw! Check this out!
Come on!
Wyvern Wade! Burn him up! Wyvern Wade!
Quick
Burn him
bullet!
up!
Here we go!
You like
More
not so
to come!
fast!
Shine on!
Yeah! Hot! Hot! Hot!
30
Come
feet!
on!
Not so hot!
Keep proving, Masters!
Yeah.
Impressive, Master Mizuki!
You
You
like
found
this?
the enemy's
Hot!
weak
It's
point.
over!
Front
Hot!
flip! Here we go!
Hot!
Come on!
Thank you. You may wish to heal your wounds.
Release your inner tension. Now's your
Not so hot!
chance.
You like this? Not so hot!
Heavy bullet!
Run him through! Not for my true form!
Look at me go!
Hot! Hot!
Here we go!
Hot! Hot! Look what I can do! Hot!
Healing light!
Heal!
Thank you!
Come on!
Impressive,
It's
Master
over!
Mizuki.
Triple this! Run him
Enemy's
through!
weak point.
Yeah!
I too shall participate in this.
Here we go!
Hot!
Give us the purest.
Yeah!
Here we go! Much better.
Hot! It's over! Hot! Not so hot!
Your
You
gauge
like
is
this?
completely full.
The time to act
Hot!
now.
Hot!
Here we go!
Triple this! Run him through! You like this? Move! Check this out!
The Imagine field is
Healing
controlled,
ray.
but you must remain ever vigilant.
You like this?
Sextet!
Ride
Not
the
so
rails
hot.
to
Hot!
victory.
Not so fancy foot!
No
Look what I
chance!
can do! Hot! Yeah! You're
You're
out!
Heavy bullet!
With
Hot.
more to come.
Excel lift!
Well done,
Triple
Mistress.
this! Hot!
That's
You like
the
this?
enemy's
Yeah.
weak
Hot!
Find your mark!
Run him through!
flip.
Triple this! Run him through!
Here we go.
Triple this!
Come
Run him
on.
through! Triple
more
this!
to
Run
come.
him through!
Edge.
You like
Here
this?
we go.
Hot.
Here we go.
You're
Keep
out!
moving, Masters.
Yeah!
Right
You
down.
like this? Hot!
Here we go!
Yeah! You like
How's this?
Not so, you like hot! Hot!
Come
Yeah!
on.
Hot! Hot! It's over!
50 beats? What
Yeah.
a terrible
Heavy
You
bullet!
like hot!
Sky!
Yeah! Hot! Hot! It's over!
How's this?
Hot! Not so hot! Yeah!
Alright.
Yeah! Thank you!
Here we go.
Impressive,
Ready,
Master
ready.
Mizuki.
I'm alive.
You found the enemy's
Here we
weak
go.
point.
Hot! Hot! Hot!
Your
Hot!
gauge is filled.
Find your
Do
mark.
you wish to engage
Hot.
Imagine mode?
Heavy bullet! Heal!
Now you've done it.
Triple this up! Now for
Come
my
on.
true form!
It's ledge.
You like
Ride
this?
the rails
Hot.
to victory.
Yeah!
Here we go. Gotcha.
Yeah! You like this?
Master
Yeah!
Sonic, you've been stricken with a
You like
status
hot?
ailment.
You like this? Yeah!
How's
Find
this?
your
You
mark.
like hot? Yeah! Run them through! Yeah!
20
Hot!
beats.
Yeah!
More to come.
Yeah! Hot!
Your gauge is filled. Do you wish
You
to
like
engage
this?
Imagine mode?
Now you've done it. Thanks much.
Impressive, Master Mizuki. You found the
Here
enemy's
we
weak
go.
point.
Triple this up! Thanks!
Come on!
Yeah! Run them through! Triple
Here we
this
take
up! Run
here we
them
take
through!
this.
Triple this up!
Fire!
20 beats.
Hot!
With more to come.
Hot! Hot!
Take
You like
this.
this?
30 beats. Keep grooving,
Hot!
Masters.
Not so much. You like this? It's over!
Find your mark! Erase that! Take this! Be careful, Master Mizuki. Take this! The enemy is strong to that attack.
It's over!
Activate Imagine mode now. Here we go. Gotcha!
Run him through! Now for my true form.
Barrage!
Wyvern Wade! Not so fast! Burn him up!
Floating bullet!
Wyvern Wade! Hot, not so fast!
Here we go!
You're out!
Here we go!
Find your mark!
Like, not so fast!
Let her rip!
Heavy bullet!
Burn him up!
Here we go! 20 beats,
You like this?
with more to come.
This!
Impressive, Master Mizuki. Here we go! You found the enemy's
Hot,
weak
not so
point.
fast!
Your gauge is low.
Not
Do you
hot.
wish to engage
You
Imagine
like
mode?
this? Hot!
Come on!
Hot!
Dark bullet!
Sell it!
Triple this up! Check this out!
To a
Hot!
wedge!
Not so fast! Hot!
Here we go!
Hot! It's over! Hot! Not so fast!
20 beats, with more to come. Here we go!
It's no
Find
dodging
your
the
mark!
wind!
Impressive,
so
Master
fast.
Mizuki. You found the enemy's
Run 'em
weak
through!
point. Here we go!
You like this? Hot! You're out!
Here we go!
To a wedge!
Come on!
Mr. Saki, you've been stricken. Is anyone available with a cure?
Thank you, not done
You
yet.
can release an Imagine field
it,
Run 'em
anytime.
through! Now for my
I
true
give
form.
my all for the mistress and her companions. They got it!
Wyvern
Here we
Wade.
go! Here we go!
Thanks!
Here we go!
Hot! You like
Come
this?
on.
Hot!
Take this!
Burn 'em
No
up!
chance!
Not so fast! You're out!
Here we go!
Yeah!
20 beats, with more to come.
Hot! You like this?
Impressive,
Not so
Master
like this?
Mizuki.
Hot!
You
Yeah!
found the
It's
enemy's
over!
weak point.
Come on!
To a wedge! Here we go!
Wyvern Wade!
Here we go!
This? Yeah! You like this?
To the sky!
Hot!
Aqua bullet!
Hot! Yeah! Yeah! Hot! Yeah! You like this? Hot! Hot!
Here we go!
Yeah! You like
Find
this?
your
Hot!
mark.
Not so
Impressive
fast! It's
round.
over! Yeah!
You
Hot!
got take
Not so
this!
fast! Yeah!
Gotcha! 20 beats,
Hot!
with more to come.
Run 'em, thank you! Hot! Hot! Yeah!
Thanks bunch.
Almost.
Take this! Take this!
You like this?
Release
Hot!
your inner delusion.
Burn 'em
Now your
up!
chance.
Not so fast!
Sell it.
Hot! Yeah! You like to triple this up? Check this out!
Ride the rails to
You like
victory.
you're out!
Mark.
Hot!
To the
Come
sky.
on! It's over! You like hot?
30 beats.
Yeah! Not so
Keep
fast!
moving, masters.
Hot! Hot!
Sell
Not
it.
so fast! Hot! 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 Feel the
Here we go.
burn!
Be careful, Master. Here we go. The enemy is strong to that attack.
Wyvern Wade!
How's this?
Hot! Yeah! You like this? Hot!
Take that.
You're out!
Here we go!
Much better.
Hot!
You can activate Imagine
Yeah.
mode now. Can you imagine?
Run 'em
Here we
through.
go.
Now for my true form.
Heal!
Thanks
Yeah!
bunch.
Not so fast! Hot! You like this? Hot! You're out!
Find your mark.
Hot! Hot! Burn 'em up!
Mr. Saki, please stop. That attack is ineffective.
Hot! Hot! Hot!
Here.
Not so fast!
Sell
You like
it.
this? Yeah!
Embrace it.
Thanks! Not so fast!
Find your mark.
This?
You
Hot!
can activate
Yeah.
Imagine mode now. Can you imagine?
Bullet! I'm alive!
Don't.
Not so fast!
This.
Run 'em through! Hot! Check this
Here we go.
out! Hot!
Take
Hot!
this. Impressive, Master Mizuki. Here we go. You found
You like
the
this?
enemy's
Hot!
weak
You're
point.
out!
Planet hates you!
Hot! You like this? Not so fast!
How's this?
Hot! Hot! Yeah! Fancy foot!
Healing
Nice,
ray!
thank you! You like this?
Find
Hot!
your mark.
Quad ball!
Barrage. Much better.
You like hot? Yeah!
Come on!
Now you've done it.
You like this? Hot!
Here we go. Here we go.
You found hot! Mess 'em up!
Release your inner delusion.
this?
Now's your
Hot!
chance.
Hot! Hot! Hot!
Alright.
You like to triple this
slow.
up? Not so fast! Yeah! It's over!
This.
You like
Heavy
hot?
bullet.
Not so fast!
Take this. Gotcha.
Yeah! Hot! Look what I can do!
Find your
Yeah!
mark.
You like that was hot? Yeah! My meter's filled to burst!
Feeling pretty damn good?
Did we do it? Thank you, mistress. You've truly given me the greatest of gifts. One that I will cherish forever.
Okay. Good. Then I've got one last order for you as my maid.
Certainly. What would you like?
Until today ends. Until this all ends. I order you to stay by my side.
As you wish.
This is it, you know.
Of course. I am a maid, and I live to serve my mistress. If you order it, I am both obliged and delighted to obey.
Escape out of that and onto Yamato's event next.
An event is about to start. Perhaps we should drag...
Is it possible? What's he up to?
Looking for something?
Nope. Don't worry about it.
Every time you say that, you're looking for something, and every time I find out what, you might as well just say it.
Fine. I'm looking for a trading card.
Now we're getting somewhere.
You've got to have a decent collection, right, Tachibana? Mind if I take a look?
I mean, sure, I guess. Here.
Just as I thought.
Care to loop me in?
Look, can you just come with me for a minute?
No problem. We looking for cards?
No, a person. Kyoya Izanagi.
Huh?
There's something I want to know about that sacred text of his.
Kind of a sudden lane change here, but sure. Let's go say hi.
Shall we purchase trading cards? Remember, we all make our own luck. It's a save point. Shall we make use of it before moving on?
Are they really
Not in
doing
his
the
usual
thing
spot,
again?
I see.
Where could he have gone off to?
I'll
Sounds
fix
like it's
it.
time for some legwork, as Saki would say. Come on.
Wonder what's causing that glitch to happen.
Ah, a save point. Shall we take a break?
Okay, there we go, I fixed him. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that. I'm not sure. Probably an oversight or something.
Damn. Not here either?
Memories. This is where he saved us from those stab-happy Yakuza. Good times. Pretty darned impressive, too. If he could take on a knife-wielding gang, he must be awfully strong.
So he's a delusion as well.
Stronger than anyone else.
Yamato? Why, though? Why did he save us? He must have had a reason, right?
No doubt about it. That's one thing I can be absolutely certain of.
So, what was it then?
To end it.
What does that mean?
That's what I want to know. Let's hurry up and find him so we can ask.
It's a safe point. Shall we make use of it before moving on? Trading cards are...
Maybe he's around here somewhere.
Get your new cards, people! Witness the dramatic conclusion to the Vanafan arc, told entirely through tiny flavor text.
That's a little odd, isn't it?
The conclusion!
Dang it! Stop bolting like that! Why does everyone I know always do that?
Hey! You!
Oh, welcome, welcome! Are you looking to buy yourself some trading cards?
You said this is the conclusion to the Vanafan arc?
Yep. Though I should have said it's the conclusion to Vanishing Fantasy in general. 'Cause it is. Totally buried the lead.
What's it called?
Oh, the new set? Eternal Promise. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty buyable.
Eternal Promise.
Make sure you don't miss this chance to pick up all the boosters while you can.
Hey, what's the deal?
We need to get out of here.
Where are we going? We still looking for Axeman?
Yeah, we've got to find him. And then, I've got a promise to fulfill.
A promise?
I don't get it. How could it all end like this?
What are you talking about?
Don't ask me. Ask the man himself. He's gotta be in the Chuny delusionscape.
Shall we purchase trading cards? Remember, we all make our own luck. Business in the delusionscape? Please be well prepared. It's a clothing store. I have little use for such places Business in the delusionscape? Please be well prepared. A delusionscape. Shall we enter? An enemy draws near. Command. An enemy draws near. Command.
This place is pretty easy. I vaguely remember the layouts.
It's an enemy. Please exercise caution.
One of the starting dungeons, pretty much, wasn't it? It's kind of why I picked Yamato's event last.
An enemy has been spotted. How shall we handle this encounter? An enemy draws near. Command. Shall we proceed through the door? I will have... It's a safe point. Shall we make use of it before moving on? If you're to go through this door, please be... With numbers this big, we must plan our strategies carefully. Vanquished, Master Asahi.
You like
this? Two foes. This should be an easy one. Still a long road ahead. It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. An enemy draws near. Command. It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. Shall we proceed through the door? I will happily... An enemy draws near. Command. It's an enemy. Please exercise caution. An enemy has been spotted. How shall we handle this encounter? Shall we proceed through the...
There we go.
Yo, we're overdue for a conversation.
Could the time be upon us?
Wow, he actually was here after all.
Kyoya, I didn't think I knew you, but I do. I know you better than anyone.
This is the last verse. The final entry into the sacred tome of the boy who composed the world.
I hadn't seen that in so long that I'd all but forgotten about it.
So, what's new with you guys? What are you talking about? Like, seriously, what?
About the sacred text. The answer to what should occupy that final blank page is right in front of us.
Still not really clarifying things here.
Altogether, the sacred text should have 100 pages. And in Vanafan, there are 100 different cards.
Wait, what are you saying?
The trading card game Sweeping Akiba is the encroachment of the sacred text. And man, does it ever take me back. I wrote Freedom a long time ago. 1 page for each character. I crafted each and every one of their stories.
So you're saying you've got a second delusion?
Yeah, the trading cards. And one of them is standing right before you.
The time has come. Let us commence your final trial.
A grand phantasm? Seriously?
Back when I was writing it, it consumed my every waking thought. Or... no, it was more than that. I lived it. What could I do to cap off that final page? A proper conclusion could make it into the greatest story ever told. But as time passed, it faded from my thoughts. I'd forgotten all about it. Now, I finally remember. How dreams and delusions danced through my head as I pondered that last, unwritable page. In spite of all my creativity, I never would have expected it to come back into my life like this.
So, when you said...
yeah, stronger than anyone else. The strongest, coolest, smartest character I'd ever created is the one who spawned from my delusion. That's you, isn't it? Kyoya Izanagi, the demon-eyed avenger fated to save the world.
I am honored to finally make your acquaintance, World Composer.
What the hell do you mean by that? We've made each other's acquaintance time and time again already. And why didn't you ever tell me about all this? It's not like you never had the opportunity.
Do you not recognize the traits your hand writ unto me? Taciturn, cool-headed, needlessly mysterious.
Your personality isn't an excuse, and you talk way too much to be taciturn.
That's true.
Look, Kyoya, just tell me. Tell me how this tale ends. What sort of finale did I dream up in my delusion?
The composer conquers his delusion, then saves the world. A simple, oft-repeated tale, but a worthy one.
Oh, so now you get to ignore your personality traits?
If thou dost not nullify me, then the cycle of the never-ending day shall continue its grim march unto eternity.
But...
Save thy breath. The duty to carry this tale to its conclusion falls solely upon thee. Steel thy soul and fight.
Fine. If that's what I must do.
Yamato, will you be okay with this?
There's a question I heard somebody get asked in an interview once. When are you happiest as a writer?
Oh? And what was the answer?
When my characters take on lives of their own. When they start to speak words I didn't write, and take actions I didn't prescribe. And one of my characters is doing exactly that. Right before my eyes. How could that not make me happy?
Spoken like a true author.
Say whatever you want. You ready, Kyoya? I'm gonna see this thing through to the very end. I'm gonna see the hell out of it.
Only one adversary.
Hey,
Let's make
frog
short
guy.
work of
Blow
this.
you away! Ah! I'm alive! Smash suit!
Here we go!
Now
Here
for
we
my
go.
true form!
Here we
Come
go!
on! River Wade! Burn 'em up!
Well done, Mr.
You like
That's
that?
the enemies we don't.
Run 'em through! This'll!
To a wedge!
Not done yet! It's over!
Here we go! Take this!
You like
Here we
that?
go!
Bullet!
Find your mark! Right down!
You like that?
Now you've done it.
Here we go! Fancy foot! How's
Look
this?
what I can do! Here we go! Take this! Take this!
You like
Well
that?
done,
Run 'em through!
That's
like
the enemy's weak point. You
Come
can
on.
face an imagined
Ah.
move any time. Take this!
I'm alive!
Don't.
Won't lose!
Find your mark!
Triple this
To the
up!
side.
Check this out!
The imagined
How's this?
feels active,
Not so
but you
like
must
this.
remain ever vigilant.
Run 'em through! River and Wade!
Right
Come
with
on!
this! Take this! 20 beats, with more to come.
Hot! Here we go! Time to shine! Hot! You're out!
Find your mark!
Yeah.
Here!
You like this?
Here we take this!
Hot!
Take
Not
this!
so you like this?
Here we take this!
Holy
Alright, impressive, Master
You're out!
Here we take this! Here we go! Take
You like this?
this!
It's
Take
over!
this. Here we go! No chance! Grace line!
You like this? Not so
Take 30 beats, with more to come. Find your mark! Assault turn!
Not so you like
Here we
this?
go!
Come on!
Now you've done it.
Thanks! You like
Fatal
River and
bravery.
Wade!
To a wedge! Here we go!
Smash suit!
Excel well done, Mr.
You like this?
That's the enemy's weak point. Find your mark!
I'm alive!
Racing! Here we go! Take
You like this? Hot! Not done yet!
Mistress,
Hot!
heal up!
It's over!
Here we go! Serious! You
Run
can
'em through.
elevate imagine
This
mode.
up.
Can you
Hot.
imagine?
You like this? Even the planet hates you!
Let's take something. You've been stricken with the status field. Find your mark.
You like this?
Here! Here we go! Take this! Take this! Here we go! Here we go!
Hot! Not done yet!
You and
Thanks!
wedge.
Now for my true form!
Wedge.
Come on!
Ride the
Hot!
rails to victory!
Hot! It's over! You like hot? Hot! Earth bullet!
Be careful, here we go!
Hot! You like this?
Enemy strong to that attack!
Come on!
Now you've done it.
Not so
Don't!
You like this? Heal! Thanks! Wind
bullet! Mistress Sahi, you've been here we go! The status! Here we go! All for the mistress and her companions. Release your inner delusion.
Now you've done
Now's
it.
your chance. Here we go! Here we
This
go!
out.
Take
Not done
this!
yet. Hot!
about sums it up.
Hot, burn 'em up! Hot, not so hot. You like that? Hot, you're out.
Here we go.
Different way. Hot, you like that? Not so fast.
Here we go.
Won't lose. It's over.
Here we go.
Fatal bravery.
Not so hot, not so fast.
Here we go.
Now you've done it.
I'm
okay.
Release
it.
Your
Illusion. Now's your chance.
Come on.
Don't.
Hot. You like this?
Well done, Mistress Saki.
Not so even the planet hates you.
Here we
It's
go.
over.
Here we go.
Not so fast.
Here we
Come
go.
on.
I'm alive.
Time to smash. Not done yet.
To the sky.
Go.
Recover all.
Move.
Now you've done it.
Thanks.
Healing light.
Here we go.
Not so fast.
Come on.
Take this.
Not so fast.
Here we
You're
go.
out. You like this? Not so fast. You like this? Hot.
Don't.
Won't lose.
You like
Find
this?
your mark.
You like
Heavy
this? You're
burn.
out.
Well done, Mistress.
Hot.
That's the enemy's weak. Here we go. Here we go.
Fly.
Now you've done it.
Burn 'em up.
Embrace us.
Hot.
Here we go.
Done yet.
2.
Here we go.
Here we go. No chance.
Hot.
Take
Not
this.
done yet.
Find your mark.
First bullet.
Healing light.
Careful, Masterpiece.
Race the enemy
Healing
strong
light.
to that attack. Sing a song.
Not so fast.
Release your inner delusion. Now's your chance.
Here we go.
Fire.
Excel lift.
You like this? Triple this. Check this out. Hot. Not so fast.
Here we go.
Run 'em through.
Find your mark.
Triple this.
Too
River
slow.
wave. Not so fast. You like this?
Feel the burn. Here we go.
Hot. You like this?
Now you've done it.
Hot. You're out.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well done, Mistress.
That about sums it
Run
up.
'em through. Hot.
Not done yet.
Find your mark.
Release an imagine field anytime.
Sky.
I'm alive. Not done yet.
Don't.
Run 'em through.
Embrace
Thank
us.
you.
The imagine field is
All
active,
right.
but you must remain ever vigilant.
Hot.
No chance.
Hot. It's over.
Ride the rails to victory.
Heavy
Like
bullet.
this. Look what I can do.
20
Fancy
beats,
foot.
with more to
Look
come.
what I can do.
Come on.
Fancy foot.
Here we go.
Not
Fatal
Here we go.
bravery.
You're
Find your
out.
mark.
Hot.
Front flip.
You like this? Hot.
Take this.
Hot. Not so fast.
Here we go.
Hot. Hot. Hot.
Fire.
Healing light.
Thanks.
Heal.
Thank you.
All
It's
right.
over. Hot.
Here we go.
You like this? Hot.
Here we go.
You like this? Hot.
Look
Not
at me
so
go.
fast.
Mistress Saki. That's
Hot.
the enemy's
Hot.
weak point.
That about sums it up.
Take this. Here we go.
Hot.
Here we go.
I'm
Now
alive.
you've done it.
Look what I can
Find
do.
your mark.
Hot. Not so hot.
Take this.
Run up through. Hot. Hot. You're out. Not so hot. You like this?
You can activate imagine
Let her
mode.
rip.
Can you imagine?
Dodging the wind.
Done yet.
Don't.
Fancy foot. Hot. Hot. You're out.
Find your
Not so
mark.
fast. Hot.
Honey ray.
Well done, Mistress Saki.
Take
That's
this.
the enemy's
So,
weak
check
point.
this out.
To a ledge.
Heavy bullet.
Take this.
You're out.
Take this.
Burn
More
'em
to come.
up.
Front flip.
Hot. Not so fast.
Fatal bravery.
Keep moving, masters.
Hot.
Take
I'm
this.
alive. Run 'em through. You like
Find your mark.
You like this? Thanks.
Embrace
Thank
us.
you.
To the sky.
Hot.
Come on.
Man, this thing is really beefy, isn't it?
Now you've done it.
Hot.
Well done, Mistress Saki. That's the
Look
enemy's
what I
weak
can do.
point. Release your
Find your
inner
mark.
delusion.
Hot.
Now's your chance.
You like this? Thanks. Hot.
You
Hot.
like.
Triple this up. Now for my
Alright.
cheek form. Not so fast. Hot. Hot.
Here we go. Take
Yeah.
this. Here we go.
Hot.
Gotcha.
Hot. Not so fast.
Front flip.
Hot. Wyvern wave.
Here we go.
You
Take
like
this.
this? Hot.
Don't.
Run 'em through. You like fancy
Well
foot.
done, Mr.
Look what I can do.
Come on.
Hot.
Enemy's weak point.
Not so fast. Hot. You're out.
Here we go.
I'm alive. Hot. Hot.
Release your inner
I've given these way too much health, to be fair.
Hot. Hot.
Like to the point where it's really
Little I can do
obnoxious.
to aid you, but please permit
Here
me
we
to
go.
Padding at this point, that's really all it is.
Find your mark.
Thanks.
Fierce.
Fancy foot. Look what I can do.
Mistress Saki, you've
down.
been stricken.
Less
Is anyone
than
available with a cure?
Heal.
I'm alive.
Find your mark.
You like
Healing
this?
light. Thanks for
Fancy
showing
foot.
us.
Done, Mistress
over!
Take this! Huh? Here we go!
Little I can do. Please permit me to try.
You like
Release your inner delusion. Now's your chance.
hot, run them through.
Mark.
Should book this up. Hot, look what I can do. Not so fast.
Mr. Zany,
Thank
you may wish to
Thanks.
heal your wounds. Mr.
Run 'em
Saki, you've
through.
been
Here we go!
speaking.
Here we
Is anyone
go!
available with a cure?
You like this?
Give us the purity!
Thank you.
Fly!
Hot, come on. Fancy foot.
Right
Look
down!
what
I'm not
Now
done
you've
yet!
done it.
Fancy foot.
Here we go! Take this!
Won't lose!
Not so hot.
I'm not done yet!
Don't!
You like this?
Heal.
Well done, you're healing
Thanks.
life. That's the enemy's
Run them
defense.
through. You like this?
Enemies
You like this?
hot.
Here we go!
Must be cured.
Take this!
At least I imagine you're out of time
Should
now.
put this up.
There is little I can do to aid you. Please permit
You
me
like
to
this?
try.
Run them through. Check this out.
The imagined field is
Come
active,
on!
but you must remain ever vigilant.
You like
Ride the rails to
You
victory.
like this? It's over.
Little I can
Look
do
what I
to
can
aid
do.
you, but please permit me to try.
Take this!
Run them through.
Next time!
You like hot? Thank you. You like not so fast. You like this?
Here we go!
Please do well with your help.
Find your mark!
Look what I
20
can do.
beats.
Hot.
More to
You
come.
like this? You're out.
Purify! All carries!
Should put this up. Run them through. Should put this up.
All right!
Not so fast. You like this?
Take
Down.
this!
No chance, Master Saki.
Oh,
Nicely
finally.
done.
Nothing is impossible.
Now I can do even better!
Am I shimmering?
Oh, that thing had a lot of health. Jeez.
Is it gone?
With this, the sacred text at long last sees its conclusion.
Kyoya.
My return to the tome is imminent. The tale's true ending shall be sealed with my homecoming.
Wait. When this day finally ends, I don't think you'll get the chance to see each other again.
Then once this is over, I'll rewrite the ending so we do.
Thou hast already brought my tale to its conclusion. The next story to focus on should be thine own.
Yeah. I'll bring this adventure to its end.
In my final moments, 'tis my honor to deliver this unto thee.
Wait. Is this?
Yes, 'tis the final verse, composed unto the sacred book.
Thanks. I'll keep it close to me always.
Thou dost bear a noble countenance. It suits thee well, demon-eyed avenger.
Thank you. I bid thee adieu, my friend. Farewell, Kyoya Izanagi. My strongest, greatest hero.
Seals and skills. Seals skills would boost attack by 100. That's pretty broken. Kinda pointless though, because like you need skills to do big damage. Feels more like a gimmick more than anything else. That card.
Trading cards are for more than just trading. You'd be surprised.
Time to do the mage shuffle. Okay, we're good. Yeah, there's no more events left to do. Just got to go and head to the Eternal Delusion Skit, which is in UBX, I believe. We can finally get back onto the main plot. Although that's probably going to be for another
When
time.
saving, do be careful not to overwrite a sibling's data.
I'm probably getting to the main dungeon here and let the first cutscene roll out, and then I'm probably going to head off. I didn't expect all those sub-events to go that long, but they've got to be done, regardless.
A delusionscape. Shall we enter?
Oh. Once you enter, you can only leave the Eternal Delusionscape via checkpoint. Do you want to proceed? No, I don't. This is one of those moments where it's like the game's basically telling you you can't turn back. So it is kind of like the final dungeon, I guess, for the game. Although not quite, because there is a bonus dungeon after the game itself has been done with as well, from what I've understood. There's like a bonus dungeon that you can do after the game's been cleared, and we will be tackling post-game events. It's basically a hidden chapter after the end chapter, if that makes sense. I suppose what I'll do is now I'm going to save for tonight, and at least we did a bunch of sub-events and got everyone's like last chapters near enough done, as well as go through all the bosses because they're tied that way, but it is what it is, I guess. And we can save the main dungeon and post-game stuff hopefully for the next stream. Rightio, that's pretty much going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be catching you in the next one. Until then, ciao for now.